Good afternoon and welcome to West Ham Irons United for our funky intro music. My name is Anton. I am also joined by Matt. Matt, how you doing, mate? It's Chelsea. It's a big day. Results went well for us today. Thanks to
that was a bit of a turn up.
Yeah, do you want to let everyone know what happened earlier today?
So Liverpool drew 1-1 with Newcastle. Liverpool absolutely battered them. Absolutely battered them. Newcastle scored in injury time. Got disallowed for that stupid handball rule, Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
Which, there was nothing he could do about it. He went 1-on-1. He shot. The keeper saved it. He's got his arm against his chest. He's hit his arm. Disallowed it. That was a 92nd minute. 96th minute, or 95th minute, 2 minutes over the added time. Joe Willock, like he did against us, popped up in the box, deflected shot. That's finished 1-1. Klopp's absolutely raging. You want to know why there was too much extra time. But it's done us all a favour. Still leaves them a couple of points behind us now. I think it's 2 or 3 points there behind us. I think it's 2 points.
Yep, absolutely, mate. We will get the league table up. But listen, we're still waiting on official team news coming through, and even though we bring you some information, it's never all legit until the team news is in. However, we are hearing that Ben Rama will not be starting today's game. We don't believe he will be. I know there was a lot of rumours kicking about this week, but we don't believe he will be starting the game. But like I said, and I want to reiterate, we're not 100%. We can't 100% commit to anything. We never do. We just give you our opinion based upon the information we get. We are certainly not an IT. Sorry, that beer's gone down wrong. We're certainly not an ITK, and we don't claim to be an ITK. So listen, when it comes to the rest of the team, we're just literally waiting on news coming through to us as we speak. But yeah, what's your thoughts on if that is true, mate, with regards to Ben Rama?
Well, I think we were trying to predict the team last night, weren't we? And I was trying to think of ways that he would fit Ben Rama in. And all that tells me is that I think you'll see that Balbuena has probably come in for Dawson, and he's probably gone with the same team.
Yeah.
We were sort of saying the only way you could really do it is if he drops Fornals or if he dropped Johnson or... Yeah, he's obviously just gone, no, we're going to stick the same way. Probably even more so now that he's seen that result from this morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I said last night, and I said, I'm predicting a 1-1. Even more so now, because... if we both drew today, obviously Chelsea would be above us. We need the win because they've got the better goal difference.
Yeah.
But if we both drew today, we both then still be 3 points in front of Liverpool. So it wouldn't be a disaster if he did get a point. So Is that influenced Moyes? Probably not, but it just reaffirms what he wants to do.
Yeah,
sit back and defend.
Yeah, I mean, listen, mate, we had the best of opportunities last week when we faced Newcastle, but we obviously didn't get the result over the line. And if we had got the result over the line, that would catapulted us up to third place, albeit it would have been temporary for a few days, obviously, because Leicester then went ahead and won their game midweek. So now we are sitting in a situation where results have gone quite all right for us. Chelsea drawing midweek. Now we face Chelsea, Liverpool drawing, of course, today against Newcastle. Yeah, exactly. And it gives us an opportunity, mate. It's another opportunity for West Ham to progress and try and move forward. I mean, what is it? How do you think Moyes is going to, how do you think he's going to set up, mate? Do you think he's going to go for it and give it his all?
Well, I would say no. But, the way we play is we want to sit back, let them have it, and then we throw players forward on the counter.
Yeah.
And I can see him doing that again. We struggled with that last week. We tried to play that in the first half and realised we couldn't. And then in the second half, we played the possession football and started wearing Newcastle down. Unfortunately, the 10 men caught up with us in the end. But we're back to Moyes' atypical type this week. We're going to have another team that we're going to give them the ball and we're going to flush out and hit them on the counter.
Yeah.
It'll depend... We'll see if Tuchel's learnt from Lampard's mistakes, whether he starts Giroud up front or not. Because if they don't start Giroud, they might struggle. If they go with Werner, I think they played Ziyech down the middle last week. I think they do one of them. They might struggle because we're not going to be flooding forward. There's not going to be a lot of space in behind. we're going to force them out wide to cross the ball in. And if you haven't got the height in the middle against 3 centre-backs, you might struggle.
Yep. Have we got the team news? If you can hear us, have we got the team news? Are you typing it up? If you hear us, I don't think you can, but I'm assuming we have got the team news and we're just waiting on it getting uploaded as we speak. So it'll be interesting to finally make sure we get it. I thought it was going to get sent through to me, but it's obviously not. Yeah, obviously last time out, as discussed, they beat us 3-0. However, West Ham had most of the game. And there's obviously going to be, I mean, it's a total different setup now. You know, Lingard effect. I mean, he's fit. We know he's going to be starting today. And that makes a big change, a big difference for West Ham, doesn't it, Matt?
Absolutely. You know, we said about his ability to carry the ball. You know, he's one guy that can come in between the lines, pick up the ball, drive forward. And he's got a bit of the Midas touch, you know. I think the amount of shots he's had to goals is one of the highest conversion rates in the league right now. It'll be a bit different, because I can't remember if I think Antonio played the last game.
And you can see along the bottom there, sorry to interrupt you, we've got their team news coming in, which is Fabianski in goal, Soufal, Diop, Balbuena, Ogbonna, as we expected, but we didn't expect Fredericks, Souček, Noble, Fornals, Lingard, and Bowen. You did chuck it out, actually, yeah?
But I didn't believe in it, even when I said it. I was like, oh, unless he wants to, you know, chuck Fredericks in there, but I didn't think for a minute he'd actually play Fredericks there.
So Fredericks
unless he's not been happy with Johnson.
Yeah. What do you think? Everyone in the chat, let us know. Frederick starts for Johnson. What we're going to have to do is have a kind of... Is it literally a straight swap? I mean, I'm trying to work out what exactly is going to happen there, because then that means if it's a straight swap, he'll be playing on the left, which doesn't
He has played
suit
it a
him.
couple of times, hasn't he? But
yeah, interesting.
It's only going to be Fredericks or Soufal. One of them is going to play left, one of them will play right.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. People in the comments, I mean, let's go through some of the comments, Matt. Do you want to jump onto comments for me, actually? Is that okay?
I mean, look, there is no... We'll go from the start. There is no left back, so it's one of them two. There's no one else that's going to play there. We've got joined us today. Long Dark is in. Mixing. Pete. Garino. Stu. Garino, massive performance. Needing a massive performance today. Going to be strong at the back. Solid midfield and clinical up front. You always have to be like that against the top teams in the Premier League. If you don't turn up, you don't do that, you struggle. Mick, results were not kind for us this week, apart from Liverpool. I know what you mean, yeah, because I think Tottenham won. See, none of the big teams, they had a bit of backlash from the Super League thing, but I don't think any of them lost. I think they all drew games, so they still picked up points.
Keep the comments coming in with related to the news, obviously below, that there's only, there's 2 changes. Balbuena steps in for Dawson, of course, who is suspended for today's game, and then the news that Johnson has been either rested or dropped for Fredericks. But, you know, the forward line, as expected, Souček, Noble, Fornals, Lingard and Bowen, I mean, they're definitely going to be a strong threat for West Ham going forward, aren't they? Now, like you said, depends on what news comes out of the Chelsea camp.
Well, so we're only waiting a few minutes away. Obviously, we'd have no idea what team he's picked. I don't think anyone actually knows either, because, you know, he said he rotated the other day. But people are still talking about him possibly rotating and saving some players that have got knocks because they got Real Madrid in a couple of days. Do you think that pick our team, play our game?
Yeah,
what happens.
Yeah. Do you think in the back of the mind these players and these and Chelsea will have the whole situation that happened midweek on their minds? Do you think that's going to play any form of factor today at all?
We have seen it so far with the teams that they have struggled. You know, they haven't been happy. But is it was it the protesting, or did the actual scenario as a whole affect him? Because as far as I know, I don't think there's any protesting outside our ground today, because
I've not seen anything actually.
Teams.
Yeah, I've not literally seen anything at all. But it'll be interesting. I'm just trying to check now and see if I can see anything at all about protests outside, but I don't think there has been. But let's jump through some of the comments and see what everyone's... We're just waiting, like I said, official confirmation coming through. Vinay saying Stell was a marketing meeting with the cat. It insisted he did. Yes, he certainly did. Long Dark Tunnel, Diop. You've just gone through that as well. Vinay is saying Diop is heavy. Don't drop him on a person. Infinite Wisdom. Hello, everyone. Hope you're well. What an important game today. Liverpool drew, so we had a great chance of widening the gap between us and the Chasers. And if we only win, bad luck will deny us top 4. Yep, absolutely. Actually, before we do continue and get the official team news coming in, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to you all. I'll tell you why, because we officially hit 6,000 subscribers. I think it was yesterday. So yeah, April or today. And we've actually jumped well ahead of that already. So it's a massively appreciated to all of you that follow us and have watched our videos week in and week out and dealt with all the ups and dealt with all the downs, because there's been plenty of them. But yeah, it's a lot of hard work, Matt, isn't it? Getting all this content put together, dedicating it to the cause. But we do it, and we do it for the love of West Ham. And like I state, and I've always stated, and I'll always continue to state, the main reason we do this is because we love West Ham, and West Ham comes first before the channel. So that's the be all and end all. That's why we're so rigorous in our approach of, if we do a match day live, we all go in the same time. It doesn't get spoiled for us, because that would spoil the whole experience of supporting West Ham. But yeah, 6,000 subscribers, mate. I mean, fair play. I mean, you know, it's been a good laugh, hasn't it?
It's come a long way, isn't it? I think back to how we started and all the problems we had at the start. We've said about many, you know, you think to where we are now, and hopefully it's just on and up, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone else can join us on this ride as we push further on.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Let's see what else is coming on. Right. Okay. So if for anyone just want to confirm, just to make sure, I think the official team news is out as we're speaking. So let's just get that confirmed. Dropped. Yep, Fredericks, as we know. Yep, so team, as we know. So for anyone that is interested in the team, let's have a look at the starting 11 for West Ham. So as you've seen there, we've officially got the team news in. So yeah, it's been, as we said, we've had it confirmed a good 10 minutes beforehand, and we're about to get the Chelsea news team confirmed as well. So we'll come back to you on that. Matt, jump through the comments for me again, mate. Will I get all the images loaded up? That's all right.
Let's go back to where are we going? Trying to see if we'll talk about Fredericks. Jones saying she expected Fredericks. Garino saying thinks it's going to be left wing back. I know it's Garino's 3. It will be a 3-5-2, which is what we normally play ish. You know, it's more fluid with Moyes, but which side is he going to play? Fredericks is better than Johnson, quicker, and don't give ball away as much. But then Neil's saying Fredericks could struggle on the left hand side, which is I don't know if he started games there. I know he's come on a couple of times to replace someone on that left hand side, but glad by playing back.
Do you think the key reason today behind Frederick starting his pace? Do you think that's what he's trying to do? Is hit them on the counter?
Well,
what do you think?
It could be, yeah, because he probably think Fredericks would get up and down the pitch, and then playing on a back 5. You know, sometimes we say in the back 4 he gets caught out to out the pitch. Sometimes Fredericks. So if he's playing in the back 5, he's still got someone behind him covering him. As it is looking at their team, if he's playing left wing back, he actually will be facing up against Azpilicueta, who's starting right wing back for Chelsea, which is a bit of a surprise. So that could actually work in our favour. That could be a point we actually look to exploit, to be honest.
Yeah, of course, mate. Of course. let me just put this comment up. Obviously, thank you very much for the donation, Kevin. Segal, I know he's starting. Any concerns with Jesse's leg injury last week and possible lingering effects? We need this match badly. Come on, you Irons, and supporting the channel from Pennsylvania, USA. Much appreciated again, Kevin, for your donation. But when it comes to the Lingard news, no, I think we expected cramp. To be honest, yeah, I think he tends to get cramp quite a lot, to be honest. And
I think it's the amount of workload he goes through, to be honest.
yeah, it's a huge amount of workload, Matt. Huge amount of workload. So yeah, no, I think he'll be fine. And as long as, listen, we want him to knock his pan in every single week, and he's going to be so vital to coming the end of the season. But we need that intensity. We absolutely need that intensity. Again, I'll put that over to you, Matt, if you want to jump on the comments for me.
Let's get the down. Long Dark, if anyone hasn't seen it, has put the whole team up here for everyone. So the subs bench, we've got Randolph, Trott, 2 goalkeepers again. Wyatt Moyes is persisting with it. Johnson, Alves, Coventry, Lanzini, Benrahma, Yarmolenko, Odubiku. So we've got, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 academy products on the bench at the moment. Shows you, in some ways it's good, in some ways it's bad, because it shows you how much we are struggling with injuries now that half our bench is kids out of the academy.
Yeah.
Liam, with how Chelsea's playing Madrid in a few days, anyone else think they'll throw this game away? This will be a throwaway game for them, as they're not going to come out all guns blazing.
Me, I don't doubt for a second. I mean, I don't think they were going to want to throw this game away. I know they're going to have an important Champions League.
I know what he means, because I can imagine it being like, you don't want to chuck in that extra tackle.
Yeah,
you don't over that sprint, because you look at the game midweek, Man City. John Stones threw himself into the tackle, got a red, and he's out in the cup final tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it could play in the back of their minds. You'd like to think as professionals that he wouldn't, but it's a thought. And that's what I said. I thought he might have maybe dropped a few more people. Interestingly enough, Giroud isn't in the team at all. He's not in the 20-man squad. So that's something for West Ham. He's actually Werner's starting up front.
I was going to say, let's get the Chelsea team up for everyone to have a look. So go through it, Matt. Let me know your thoughts.
So we've got, that is like Jam said yesterday, it's a 3-4-2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Mendy in goal, Christensen, Silva and Rudiger at the back. Interesting enough, obviously, Jam said yesterday about them probably not risking Silva, because he's one they're going to have to play, and he's going to need to play in Madrid on Tuesday. But they have started him, so big one for them. Maybe not so good for us. Midfield 4, as we called it, Azpilicueta, Kante, Jorginho and Chilwell. I'm rather surprised he's played Azpilicueta there. In terms of the players they got, I wouldn't think... For me, he is probably, no disrespect to him, because he's been a great servant for Chelsea, he's probably third choice right wing back right now.
Yeah. So
the fact that they've picked him is kind of, they've got the 2 guys I would have thought that started there on the bench, in Reece James and Hudson-Odoi. So I said, if he's on the right-hand side and Fredericks is on the left-hand side, that is something we could try and look at exploiting, because he's an old school honest pro Azpilicueta, but he's not the fastest anymore. He reminds me a bit like Zabaleta, when Zabaleta came to us. Obviously, the quality that Kante and Jorginho have. Kante will be running around trying to put in the tackles and break up the play.
And just look at that comment, Matt, as well. Kevin's saying that Giroud's not even listed on the squad, and he's not.
No.
So that's decent news, but there's no ifs or buts about it. There's still quality there. There's still quality in that team, 100%.
Jorginho will pass it around. You know what Chilwell's done for Leicester and England? And then you've got Mount and Pulisic sort of playing off of either side of Werner.
Yeah.
And if they need to, they've got all them options on the bench as well.
Yeah, plenty of options on the bench, mate. What are they? Kepa, Alonso, James, Zuma, Gilmore, Havertz, Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech and Abraham. Let's look at West Ham's subs bench, mate. As we've been discussing, like you said, 2 keepers, Randolph and Trott. Then we've got Johnson, Alves, Coventry, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Benrahma and Odubiku. What's your thoughts there?
Defensively, that's probably one of the weakest benches we've had in a while. But going forward, that's probably one of the strongest benches we've had in a while.
Yeah.
Isn't that like I think last week we had Benrahma was the one option for going forward. We've now got, there is Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Benrahma and Odubiku. Probably worse for Odubiku, probably means that he wouldn't get on the pitch at any point. Because if you make 3 attacking subs, he'd probably be 4th choice. But there's options going forward. So if we do need to change stuff, there is options there.
Yep,
We've got a plethora of academy kids in. Is that 4 or 5 out of the under 23 players on the bench there? Shows you that we have got some prospects coming through. Also shows you that we are really lacking in players right now.
Yeah.
How injuries are affecting us. But it's 90 minutes of football. Anything can happen.
Of course it can. Listen, if you're joining us and you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, like, and comment. Let me bring some stats up for you as well. So many stats about this game, of course we do. West Ham have equalled the club Premier League record of 16 victories in a season and need 8 points to surpass the highest Premier League points total set in 2016. West Ham have the division's second best home record this season with 31 points. They need 1 home win to reach 10 in the top flight for the first time since the 01-02 season. West Ham side can equal their longest Premier League unbeaten run at London Stadium with 6 matches from January to March 2019. However, we're in danger of suffering consecutive league defeats for the first time since our opening 2 games of this season. I mean, that's a crazy stat in itself, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, well, it shows you how well we done this year.
Yeah.
Moyes has always found a way to fix things. You know, when we lose, he sees what's wrong, and even if we don't win the game, he'll make sure the next game we get something out of it. He just but that's when you're winning, when you've got the momentum and you're playing well, everyone's high confidence. Then you do find ways to stop the rot. It's more difficult when you're down the bottom because things just never go your way. You don't get the luck of the green.
Yeah,
and being up the top, we've had them sort of things this year. So mixture of luck, VAR, and good tactics and rotating players. Moyes has found a way to make sure that we don't hit a succession of losses.
Yeah.
So we've got to hope he finds a way to do it today because this will be the worst time of the year to start hitting successive losses.
Yeah, of course, mate. West Ham can become the first club to both score and concede multiple goals in 5 successive Premier League matches since they did so 5 years ago. All 5 of David Moyes' Premier League wins as manager against Chelsea came in home fixtures laterally in July last year. Jesse Lingard could equal Saka, the Afro Saka's West Ham record of scoring 6 successive Premier League appearances. Saka did so in September to October 2014, and he's been involved in 12 Premier League goals in his first 10 appearances for West Ham, scoring 9 and setting up 3. But when it comes to West Ham setup today, mate, we've got injuries. We've not got the depth, the squad depth. However, we've been surviving to this point. What do you think of that today and the lineup today? And what do you think Moyes is going to be saying to the lads?
I don't think he'll say much more different probably than he did last week because, if you go back to the game last week, we lost it on mistakes. Like we gave them, if we cut out the mistakes from last week, we won that game 2-1, even with 10 men. The mistakes, we scored an own goal. We scored an own goal. We dropped a ball in the back of our net, basically. So, he's probably going to say, don't let it affect you. Don't go to your heads. Everyone has an off game every now and again. Stick to the tactics, stick to the plan. Be compact, be tight. Press high when you get the chance and always look for the counter. And that's been his go-to, really, tactic, for most of the season. It's, I saw an interesting article, I can't remember who wrote it the other day, and it was talking about probably us and Man City, the only teams that have really adapted to the way Kobe's worked, with the shorter training sessions, shorter days between games. And he said West Ham have got the best out of it because we don't do this high pressing run all the time, chasing the ball. We are happy to sit back and compact and then flood forward on the counter. The only other team to do it and cope with it was Man City. And Man City don't flood forward, press high anymore. Man City play that slow possession-based football, which Tuchel's brought into Chelsea. And since he's brought in, they started picking up the league again because the season's been so intense, so compact, dragging on from the back of last season as well. Teams are just getting knackered and they can't do the running and pressing they normally do. And we never done it in the first place, and it's just really fallen into our hands. But it's going to be an entirely different shaped game to the game we played against Lampard's Chelsea, because it may be similar players, maybe similar formation, but the way the two teams play is entirely different.
Do you agree with this comment, Matt? Fredericks is better than Johnson, quicker, and don't give the ball away as much.
I mean, is he quicker? Yeah, that's just genetics. You can't train quicker. But equally, yeah, Fredericks could struggle on the left.
Yeah. And Garino, you're delighted that Balbuena and Ogbonna are back playing together. What are you thinking about that?
In some ways, it was in some ways, Moyes got it wrong last week, starting with Ogbonna, because he clearly wasn't fit. He wasn't at it. He gambled. Having said that, Oggy always needs a game or two when he comes back to get himself up and running, up to standard again. So hopefully, the fact that Ogbonna played last week when he shouldn't have, he's going to be raring to go today, and he can get back to his prime self right in time for Chelsea to turn up. And Balbuena's been solid whenever he's come in. You know, whenever he's been called upon this season, he's been good. You know, he's slotted straight in to replace whoever's come out. So, and he's coming in to place Dawson, who's been a bit rocky the last few games. So he's not exactly got pressure on him when he comes in. It's not like he's coming in to replace Dawson from 2-3 months ago that was at the highest and probably the best and most consistent centre back at the time.
Yep. It's definitely going to be an interesting one, and everyone's here kind of trying to plan and work out exactly where all the players are going to fit in to each of the equations. But I mean, again, we don't really know. I know we sit here and predict, but his name is David Moyes, and he literally does do what he wants when it comes to a game. I mean, there's nothing to say he won't put a player in a complete opposite position. People are talking about Soufal. Would Soufal go into a different role? I mean, would Soufal play on the left-hand side over Fredericks?
You can't pull Soufal. I don't. You know what? I don't know. Soufal's been one of the most. He's probably been in the top 3 for the best right backs in the league this year. Certainly most consistent. So, do you sacrifice that to put him over on the left-hand side just to accommodate Fredericks?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt that Soufal is the better defensive option.
Yeah.
But you could look to exploit Fredericks' pace against Azpilicueta.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen what he's capable of doing when he's given a specific role for the club as well. And I think that's the big thing about David Moyes and what he does with this squad is he knows how to get the best out of each player, but also allow a player to, be free in a specific role. And he's done that a few times with Fredericks this season, and he does it a lot, obviously, with all the players. He's got the history of doing it. Reese, I think you're on something, mate. But I know there's a little cheeky wink there. Lawrence, hello from Auburn, Alabama, USA. Love it. It's great. Thank you very much for joining us, mate. Tell us why West Ham. Please come on that. So who's playing left back? I think we're led to believe it's not going to be a left back. I think it's going to be 3 centre backs. They are Balbuena, Diop, and Oggy. And then you're probably going to have Fredericks as a left wing back. I think and guesstimate. I think we're all kind of thinking the same. NWO is saying Chelsea look tired. Lawrence is saying, come on, you Irons. D.A. Crossman looks like Moyes is taking a gamble, but why not? Let's go for it. Is he taking a gamble? What's the gamble he's taking? Really?
I suppose you could argue that I would always say, to be fair, it's not a slight gamble. Fredericks is more attacking than Johnson.
Yep.
But Johnson's definitely better defensively than Fredericks.
Yeah.
So he's put the more attacking player on the wing.
On that, yeah. Let's bring on our. Well, I was going to say first guest, but a regular of West Ham Irons United all the way from West Ham, unofficial young Jake. Jake, thank you for joining us, my friend. Good cause you're wearing t-shirts for DT38. Dylan Tombides. Yeah. Do you want to just give everyone a quick rundown on them, please? If you can.
So we had some guys from DT38 come on my channel a couple of weeks ago, and they've been great enough to send me some DT38 gear. I'm wearing a t-shirt and wearing a hat there. There's hoodies. There's another. I always get this wrong. There's another hat up there. If you just type DT38 into Google, you can find the website. get information about the cause and all stuff like that. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you went over and had a look.
Yeah, cool. Good man. Well done, Jake. So, Jake, you've obviously seen the lineup for West Ham. What's your thoughts?
Well, 5 at the back. I think Soufal will play on the left because I don't think we can play Fredericks on the left. I think Fredericks should be on the right if he's playing. I mean, I feel it should have been better if we would have played Fredericks last week with the pace, probably the quickest player in the league in Alan St Maximin. But you know, I mean, no Ben Rama in there. I mean, it was linked that Ben Rama was going to play, but that's not true. Now, it's disappointing, a tad negative, but we've got to be positive. That's for sure. That Ogbonna hopefully is back to a bit of fitness, and I mean, a surprise. We've got Balbuena in there. I've got to admit, I don't know whether I prefer. He is halfway at the door, isn't he, Balbuena? I don't know whether somebody put into his mind perhaps give Frederick Alves a shout. I mean, I know it's a massive game. This is. It is a massive game. But perhaps play him a young prospect rather than somebody halfway at the door. I don't know, but we've got to work with it now. Lingard's playing. Let's hope that he can. Let's hope that he can be firing as he has done in the last few weeks. Apart from Jake, is this channel's right stuff? No, that's harsh. That's harsh.
It's true though.
But yeah, I mean, I would have liked to see a couple of different changes in there, but we've got to work with it. I'm still partially confident, but let's hope the Lingard's on fire and Bowen and Fornals can support him superbly. Let's hope.
Yeah, absolutely. I want you to get your predictions in the chat. We'll go through some of your predictions as well. So put them in the chat and let us know what you think today's result will be. So keep the predictions coming in as we go through everything. Jake, you've also seen the Chelsea lineup as well. No Giroud in the squad at all. However, we know they've got a strong squad. They know they've got Mason Mount. He's going to be playing further forward today. Kante's back into the team. They made changes midweek. They've not really rested many players for today, so they're going all out, and it's going to be toe to toe for West Ham v Chelsea today, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they've got a very, very good. They've got a very, very good bench, that's for sure, and they've got a very, very good attacking lineup. I think we can get at their defence. I think if we get Lingard running at their defence, I think we could cause them problems. But yeah, I mean, it's strong. I think we expected it to be strong, that's for sure. But I mean, they've got a lot of firepower on that bench. I think off the top of my head, I think they've got Abraham on there. Abraham, Hudson-Odoi. There's a lot of good players in there, that's for sure. And if things aren't going their way, they can definitely. There it is. I was just about to split that up. I mean, yeah, they've got Ziyech, Abraham, Hudson-Odoi, Havertz on there. They've got some. They've definitely got some firepower on that bench if things aren't going their way. But the Anton, the music is perfect. No worry about that. Nothing wrong with it. Don't.
Reese, you're digging me out, mate. Where is he? Where am I? Reese, you're digging me out, mate. Talk to me. Tell me what music you want. We're trying to change it. And do you know what the funny thing is? See that music for the intro? That was Stell's music that I took. So I've taken a bit of Stell's cheeky, funky music. See, to be honest, I quite like a bit of the funky music at the start. Let me know your thoughts on our intro, of course.
So you're going to get striked again.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's promised me. He's
Yeah.
promised me 100% that this is legit. This is fully legit music we can take. So listen, if it is, and he's mastered the world of audio from YouTube, then hey ho. But I'm going to go with it. We'll see what happens. Anyone else dreading the second half? That's my biggest worry. A recent lack of ability to close out a match. Yeah, but then the weirdest thing about that is. That's so true until the Newcastle game. The Newcastle game, the second half was the half that we performed in. And like we said last night, Matt, on our preview, it's now about finding the consistent, solid performance over 90 minutes. This is what we're desperate for as West Ham. We just want a comfortable day. but it's never going to be a comfortable day. And I don't even know why I say that, mate, because I've watched West Ham since I've been a pup. And since I've watched West Ham as a pup, it's never been comfortable. I literally can't remember off the top of my head when it was comfortable. I can go back to, Reese, what's going on, mate?
Here we go. We've got an update. I mean, he's going to be on shortly to, clear up all of the music and what's right and what's wrong. So
well, he wouldn't be stealth if he wasn't on time, so he was actually half an hour late.
Yeah, that is valid, mate. That is valid. Loads of comments, like sometimes just too many to keep going through. Jake, Fredericks starting today over Johnson. Harsh. What's your thoughts?
I don't know, because I feel Johnson didn't really have a good game at all against Newcastle. He was way out of his depth, but we've got to take into consideration that's not his side, and we've been putting him on that side, and I feel we'll see what Fredericks can do. I mean, the last time that memory serves that Fredericks had a fantastic game, he was in that master plan that Moyes had against Aston Villa, which was Lingard's first game for West Ham as well. Let's hope we can put one of them performances in today. And yeah, I'll give him a chance. I don't know. I mean, he can't really defend, but he's got pace, which I think we could need. So yeah, I was partially surprised when I saw that, but we will see.
Hey, Gary, I'm getting dug out here. I've never once slagged off David Bowie, so you need to give me proof. I didn't slag him off. I have no idea what you're talking about. I listen to David Bowie. I think I've got an alright taste in music. The issue when it comes to YouTube world is, though, you have to teach some of the old dogs, i.e. Stell, that you can't just play what you want when you want, because things get striked and your channel can get deleted. So I'm learning the hard way. I've learned the hard way. Stell's currently trying to learn the hard way. Watford have been promoted back to the Premier League. Watford and Norwich have been promoted back to the Premier League, of course. And yeah, today's result, Jake, of course, Newcastle getting a it's childhood part. Reece, you're digging me out, mate. You're digging me out.
I'm not liking this. What's going on here?
Yeah, I feel a bit hurt. I feel a bit emotional about what's going on here. But it's fine. I've got a thick skin. So Newcastle done us a favour today, Jake, and clubs are doing us a favour pretty much all week. So it's over to West Ham to try and push and progress. What do you think of that result today?
Yeah. I mean, it was really, really good. I mean, at the end, they could have won that game if that Callum Wilson goal wasn't disallowed, and that was really, really surprising, because I feel like I watched the game and it was a really, really entertaining game, end-to-end stuff, and they really did deserve something out of it, and I'm glad they did, not just for West Ham, for them as well, because I think they really did deserve something out of it. Hi, Pete, hope you well. But yeah, I mean, the only result that we can say haven't gone our way is the Arsenal-Everton game. I think we could have done with Arsenal, get something out of that, because that brings Everton right back into it now, into the top four, into the top four race. We've still got to play them, so that could be the decider whether they're still going to be in it. If we beat them, that could put them back down again, but we'll see. It's entertaining. Most results are going our way, which I like to see. A bit of luck. I mean, we don't usually get luck. We're at the top end of the table and we're getting luck. When we're down there, we don't get luck. But yeah, it's nice to see a bit of luck, I have to say. And let's hope the fixtures and the results keep going our way.
Absolutely. Gary, I was not slagging off Stell's Bowie wall hanging behind his head. What I was actually doing was slagging Stell off just generically, so I wasn't slagging off his music. I certainly wouldn't slag off Stell's music. I wouldn't slag off anything else except for the man himself, the human being they call Stelios. That's the guy that needs a little bit of slagging, but that's it. That's the way it goes. So listen, I love the music. It's all good. It's all good. And just ignore what Stell says. Peach, I know you're in the house, mate. I got your email. I will reply. I'm terrible for replying, but I'm going to send you my number soon. So, yeah, we'll be able to communicate a little bit more. So don't worry for that. Loads of comments coming in though. I mean, where do we start? I don't know where we start. To be honest, yeah. Let's try and find the point. Let's
ping some up.
Yeah. Let's see what we can do. Weirdo. I'll go this way. Hate both of these teams. That being said, let's go West. Weirdo Willa 102, thank you very much. Let us know who you support.
No Masuaku, no chance. Oh, he's been listening to Stell when Skies are great. You've been listening to Stell.
Yep, it's got in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything else? Just grab anything. Let's go for it. What's the? Oh, be delighted with a 95th minute deflection off Kante's shin winner. I'll take that. I'll take anything, mate.
Oh,
Fredericks will cause problems with his pace, but might be a bit of a gamble defensively.
He's always so negative still.
Negative Nancy.
Do you know what though? People have been saying that Chelsea's lineup is a little bit negative and a bit defensive today. Does that not kind of play into Chelsea's hand a bit against the likes of West Ham? Matt?
They're still going to have to go for it because you rarely see a game where both teams sit back. Like they refuse to change their shape and go for it. And we are going to sit back. You know, I know we're the home team, but we will just sit back. And Chelsea, I think they're going to go for it, especially after the result earlier. Because they weren't even, not long ago, they weren't in the top 4. And they really pushed on recently. So for them, look, if we finish in the Europa League, for us, it's not a disaster. I think for the amount of money Chelsea spent last summer under Lampard, I don't think they can afford anything but Champions League. So I think maybe that's why he's not resting players. Maybe he's going to have to go for it and then just try and do something in Tuesday in Real Madrid. Maybe that's why he's sacking players on the bench. Maybe he's saving them.
I think I need to get rid of this guy, Osman. Yeah. I think I need to get, mate. I think I'm going to put you on a little time out. But I don't know why Jake and Matt are looking after me. I really don't know why. It's just what happens regularly on this channel. Anyway, Osman, thank you for your contribution. But see you later, mate. Cheers. What?
Oh dear. That's brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. But hey ho. Who's this? I'm more concerned if we go 3-0 up. We love to make it dicey. Absolutely, we do, don't we? I'll stop drinking. Oh man, it's going to be such an interesting game. I'm now getting that. I'm at that stage. I've been like this all season, but it's getting worse and worse and worse. I'm panicking now. I'm stressing out, and I just need the game to be here. In actual fact, I need the 90 minutes to be gone and finished so I can breathe properly and go about my life as normal. But West Ham just don't allow us to do that, do they? At all.
No.
Yeah.
What's it? John says Pulisic is a weird player. He flatters to deceive at sometimes, but is dangerous. He is dangerous. I mean, he is on fire sometimes, and then he can just he blows hot and cold. But let's hope he has a cold day today.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Matt?
Well, I picked him out last night, didn't I? Didn't he? As he was my one to worry about for Chelsea because, like Jay said, if he actually decides to turn up for a game, he's unplayable at times. Pulisic, like he is. But then you said sometimes he just goes missing. He'll just disappear, won't do anything, be ineffective, or get pulled off. Hopefully, that's the one we get to. Not the guy that can tear a game away from you in the first half an hour of a game.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's your biggest player you fear today then, Jake? Is it Pulisic?
I mean, he's got to be up there. I mean, it is.
And Chelsea, like, not just what player do you fear, but what about... Talk to me about the player you fear and talk to me about what you fear most about the Chelsea formation and how West Ham can counter that.
Yeah, well, I think pace could be a problem, but I mean that's probably why Fredericks has been brought in. Maybe I don't know what Moyes' game plan is, but I think pace, running our defense. I mean Diop, he's got a bit of pace there. Yeah, I mean pace. I mean Werner, he seems to not be doing very well at Chelsea. He'll put in an absolute blinder today, that's for sure. But yeah, I just don't know. Chelsea, they are a weird side, that's for sure.
Full.
Hang on. He's going over to Charlie. He's going over to Charlie.
No. Full. If I sing for you, mate, if I have a little sing song for you, will you stay? Stay for the whole first half, mate. Go on.
He's already gone. He's got a spanner.
He better not be gone.
He's got to go and get his boots on, hasn't he?
He's got to go and get his spanner elsewhere.
Is that what it is? Is this what it is?
Is
Is this a thing? Is this the Spanner Wars? Is this what they call it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is. I think it
Oh,
is.
no way. Listen, Kevin, again, thank you very much for the donation. We all need to remember, no matter what, this has been a near legendary season for us, onward and upward, and it has. My dad's in the chat. Dad, if you get a chance and if you can type fast, type and let us know, the comparison of West Ham potentially qualifying for the Champions League compared to when you were live watching West Ham win the European Cup Winners' Cup. We had a conversation recently, and I was going to do a video with my dad over it, but let everyone know what you think about the comparison of West Ham potentially finishing and jumping into the Champions League, and get your thoughts in it. I mean, listen, I know we're not there yet. I know we're not home and dry, and we're nowhere near home and dry. This can just totally go anywhere. Team can finish in 4th or 3rd, or a team can finish in 8th or 9th, and it can be like that. The difference is huge. However, we're still in the race with what, 6 games to go, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Is this the 7th game or 6th? How many games after this today?
This
5
is
after this one.
I think it's 5 after today.
Is it 5?
See,
So
here
this
we
is
go.
6, yeah.
He's got a spanner to use.
Oh, full,
elsewhere.
mate, full. Is it going to take a spanner? Is that all you want? Is that all you want? Negotiate. Let's negotiate, full. Let's negotiate. I'm here to negotiate, mate. Let's see what you want. Let's see what you want to keep you on this stream. And yeah, we'll see. Brilliant. DT38, thank you very much for joining us. Jake, yeah, we'll bring Jake back up. We've already kind of spoke about yourselves. Dylan Tumbidez, 38 Foundation, looking awesome, Jake, for the DT38 awareness game. And it's it's amazing. It's great, a great cause. So people,
cool.
Matt, you've got some news on potentially what you think the lineup will look like today.
Ooh.
So Sky are putting it out that we're playing a 3-5-2. Lingard and Bowen are playing up front. Fornals is apparently playing number 10 in front of Noble and Souček, and Fredericks is playing left wing back. So it is Fredericks on the left hand side of that midfield 5, and Oggy's playing left side of the back 3. Diop on the right and Balbuena in the middle. So it's basically as we predicted when we saw the lineup this morning. When we first saw.
I would never have. When it comes to the back line, though, I would never have put the Oggy at the back, if I'm being brutally honest, because I know you said, like yesterday, Matt, on the preview, he's the commanding centre half. He's not the commanding centre half in terms. If you're a commanding centre half, you need to be the cam centre half. You command. If you lead from the front, that's different. What is it he's saying? Hold on a minute. We're in negotiations right now, live on it. I want the 50 plus 1% off Irons United, London, Stratford, Anton.
What,
mate.
a mug?
Right. Listen,
You
Full.
want a
I'll tell you
mug?
what, mate. Full. Do you want a mug? Do you want a mug? Oh, Jakey boy's got a mug. Look at that. He's got a cheeky mug. Let's have a look. Come on. Fire it up there, mate. Ah, yes. Yes. Where can they
There
get
you
them?
go.
Where can we get them?
Oh, if you insist, I'll put the link in the chat. Hang on.
He's at it. Go full. You're not going. I'm sorry if you're joining us. Full. You are not leaving the stream, mate. Stay with us. I know I've managed to keep you for a further 5 minutes, but what do you want? Let's be realistic. Come on.
He wants food chat. I mean, Fo will know, but he wants food chat. That's what he likes.
Food chat, yeah.
He likes food chat.
What crisp are you eating? What crisp are you eating, Full?
Well, right. So I've whacked my website in the chat. If you fill out a contact form, we haven't completely sorted postage and that all out yet. But if you fill out a contact form, I'll get you sorted with one.
Yeah, cool. We like the idea of that.
Yeah,
we like the idea of that.
Have some unofficial tea in it. I like the joke there. I like it.
Right, come on then, Matt. Sorry, we were talking there about the lineup, etc. But when it comes to the defence, I would rather Balbuena sitting behind Diop and Oggy, and I would actually like, if it was me in a normal game, I'd be saying to the two of them, like, go and what you said, go and command, and I'll sweep up. That's what I'll do. I'll sweep up any of the rubbish because he's the ball watcher. He can read the game. He's definitely the better reader of the game. I'm sorry, some of these comments. I want Matt to iron the wrinkles out of that Hammers flag. Yeah. So, yeah, Matt, could you go and get your ironing board right now and do it for us live on the stream?
No, because I need to buy a new one. Got destroyed in moving.
All right, okay.
I don't bought a new one. I'll just be asked.
what I'm saying about the defence though is you'd want the calm, collected defender behind the two of them, just to allow them to go and do. And if they make mistakes, then they can mop up behind, etc. And that I feel more comfortable knowing that that's what they're going to be there for, rather than, like you said, potentially suggested, if he was going to drop into the middle. And Balbuena's naturally built to be that player. He's literally come in and just swapped. Balbuena is the natural swapped position for Dawson. Hold on a second. Reese is saying, please, Matt, that'll be quality content. NWO saying, put a level on it as well, Matt.
Oh, I just need to move the Velcro. I just can't be arsed. I've got that sticky, you know, it is like the Velcro stuff. You stick, so you don't use like nails or blue tack or whatever. One sticks to the wall, one sticks to the thing. I just need to level it out.
Matt.
I haven't got an ironing board. It's broke. I haven't got one.
That will help. That will help Stell's paint. That'll help Stell's paint fund. But I've got some breaking news. The foe is elsewhere.
Oh, no. Jake, have you got multiple screens up? I bet you've got a bit of I know what he's doing. I know what Jakey boy's doing. He's got about 10 screens sitting there, and he's on every West Ham YouTube stream, aren't you? I know you, Jake.
He's watching.
No, just one. I'm just seeing where foe is, and I've found him. I've tracked him down. I've tracked him down. I know where he is.
Yeah, we all know where he is. He's a cheater.
And I'll just stick a comment in there for you. Hi, foe. There you go. Done.
Keep your comments coming in. Oh, mate, look, everyone's
Here we go. Look at this. I
don't have an iron board. I need to buy a new one.
But they just literally this is what we're asking you to do now, Matt. Where they want you to take the flag off,
10
put it on the bed,
come on,
and just rub it down. That will do. A little cheeky rub.
That wouldn't do anything. That wouldn't crease it out. It does actually need to be ironed properly. I literally bought it, got out of the packet and put it on the wall. So there is literal indents in it, to be fair.
Yeah, of course, mate. Listen, for anyone that's joining in and hasn't seen, we have got the team running along the bottom, but let's get our cheeky little video up to show you the starting 11 for today's game. Sorry, I'm just laughing at all the comments that have been going on. Everyone's saying, come back.
I'm just going to get this out 2 seconds. I've gone over there. Reese has gone over there to say, come over.
Yeah, but don't all go over there. Come back. Vaclav, Anton, I'll make a photo with me in West Ham mug in front of Slavia Prague Stadium soon and send it to your mail. Irons United. Slavia and West Ham fans united since Thomas Suchek joined the London club. They are absolutely just study. Hello, thank you for joining us. Where are you from? Nice to see you.
Look at this, Anton. Look at this.
Where is it? What's this?
Jakey Reese. There. He's laughing at us going over there. He's laughing at us.
Oh, it's just good banter, isn't it? It's just good banter. The NWO, appear next time, Matt, with the flag folded and you're naked. What is going on? Whoa, is this? Listen, NWO, there's another website for that. There's another website for that you can get involved if you want to see Matt with his flag rolled over his
Whoa.
I'm good.
Look at that.
What's this here? Nunya, Algerians fun. Hope Ben Rama move from West Ham soon. Nunya, listen, just because he doesn't start doesn't mean his career is done at West Ham. It absolutely isn't. It's probably just starting. The thing is, when it comes to Ben Rama, for me, and any player at West Ham, Moyes is using his squad. Moyes is fully using every single player in the squad. If West Ham qualify for the Champions League, that's not just down to 1 player, 2 players, 4 players. You know, it's down to absolutely everyone in the squad. There's been so much squad rotation. There's been so many times that players have come off the bench. I'm trying to think of a particular player that's not really been used a lot. And as of late, Lanzini's not even been used. But earlier in the season, he was, and he was an important part of the team. You know, and it's the same with all the players. Masuaku at the start, then he got injured. Doesn't matter. He's back in now. So will you wrap a flag around yourself, mate?
No.
You've got
It's too close now.
yeah. Scott, he wants negotiation, mate. Matt wants negotiation. Yeah, absolutely. So Nunya, I mean, listen, it's not a dig or whatever, but it's trying to make you understand that, you know, he's got a future at West Ham. He definitely does, and we'll see how that kind of pans out. But you know, we can't just come in and expect to start from the start. Absolutely not. Kevin Seagal, let's not get ridiculous now. So many comments. Peach, I'm here. Big G, big up Anton, Jake, and Matt. Big tings. Peach, big tings, brother. Big tings.
Peach, I've messaged you on Instagram if you want to go have a look.
Moby Dick need a slightly bigger flag. Yeah, I think the flag's all right. I think the flag's cool. These are all talking to each other, of course. Reese, it's all right. I would never cheat in Irons United. Matt, if we finish top 4, you've already put that one up. Come on, Matt. Irons. Bride yet, David. Sabina, full will like that, Scott. I'm not too sure what that was. Top 4, no chance. 8th at best. Who are you referencing? Who's he referencing? Am I reading that wrong?
Top
I think
4,
he's
no
referencing
chance.
us.
Is he?
I think he's referencing Matt having a flag put around him if we finish 4th.
If we can get cash for Ben Rama, I take it. Could be better used elsewhere. The thing is, I think we're going to see him next year. I think we'll see what he's potentially capable of. I think he needs the full season under the belt. And Moyes, we need to see what we're going to be left with. And if we do qualify for Europe, lads, we're going to see every player more than we've ever saw them this season. So we're going to need every player we've got. Ben Rama hasn't done enough to start, and I do agree with that. What do you think, Jake? Because I know you're a big fan.
No, if you say that, you've got to base that off 3, 4, 5, 6 games in the team, one after the other. I'm not going to sit here and judge him and say that he hasn't done enough to start, because every time he started, I think we've only lost 2 games or something. Without him, and we've won so many games with him in the side. Just start him. I'm not going to judge him. I'm not going to judge him off scraps of, you know, playing one game on the bench the next. I'm not going to judge him until he has 6 games straight in the team, and then we will look to see whether he's good enough.
Moby Dick saying swap Ben Rama for Tony. Job done. What do you think, Matt?
It's an interesting one, but I don't know. Based on the comments from Moyes recently, I don't think he's looking at Tony anymore. It's weird. I don't know if everyone saw the interview. I don't know where it was. I just saw a random quote the other day, and he was talking about players to buy. And obviously, we were talking about before about looking at more Championship players and obscure unknown players. And all of a sudden, Moyes is saying, well, no, if we're pushing for Champions League, we need to be getting bigger, more known players. So I don't know if he's still looking at Tony. I would still look at Tony, even Armstrong. Would Brentford take him back? Would you want to go back?
Yeah, what is with the blue shirt?
I only just really clocked that it's a blue shirt. The thing is, right, is I never wear a shirt on game day. It's my superstitious thing. And last week, I broke the mould and wore one, and we lost. So I was like, no, that's it. Back to wearing just like plain shirt. And this is the one I pulled out of the drawer this morning, was a blue one. I've not even clicked it. It's like blue until now.
Golden Bollocks has just said Leeds United. Thank you for tuning into a West Ham fan channel and telling us Leeds United. Joan, are you getting nervous now? I mean, I'm nervous before every single game. I start off reasonably positive, and then it starts to all go like this. Oh, panic stations. And I think it's going to be the first 5 minutes is going to be huge for West Ham. Jake, how are you feeling?
You know, we say, don't we, every weekend. First 5 minutes, we know how we're going to play.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Lads,
yeah.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to let you go. Okay, I'll be back in literally 2 minutes.
Yeah. I think that it is a massive, massive, first 5, 10, 15 minutes, because I want to see that we've scored, and then click over and wait another 30 seconds to see you and to see Matt and Anton jump around to say get in.
About 5 minutes later.
Yeah, yeah. With the delay, I get it perfectly. Click on YouTube, Orange United, and it's there. And then all of a sudden, go on, yes, and there we go. But yeah, I feel it's a massive, massive first, 10 what is it, 10, 15 minutes. If we can get a goal in that time, I think we're looking good. If we can get the flow going, I think if we can get the flow going, that's for sure. Right. Do you want to take some comments, Matt? We'll have a look.
Yeah, we got a bit.
Right. Scott says Benny is a nice option off the bench. Can't start in front of Bowen, Fornals or Lingard. Do you agree with that, Matt?
We can't start at the moment. I've always said this, that Moyes will never change a winning team unless he has to. And Moyes will always play players on form. If he plays a player for a couple of games straight and he doesn't show any form, then he will be like, no, you need to change. Probably why he's dropped Johnson today. Maybe he felt that he's given Johnson a run of a couple of games. He hasn't done enough, so I'll give Fredericks a go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Ben Rama, it's not the centre forward's fault the way the results have gone. Like we lost last week, and I think obviously last 4 games have been a draw, 2 wins, and a loss. But in them 4 games, we scored 11 goals. 3, 6, 9, 11.
Yeah.
So at the top end of the pitch, we are getting the job done. We're scoring goals. So
we are.
You can't just drop one of them 3 just to put him in. If someone picks up a knock, if someone needs a rest or needs to be benched for a game, then he'll get his chance. Until then, he's just got to try keep plugging away. I agree, Jake. 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes is not enough. He needs to run a few games to get himself in. But even if we don't get Champions League next year, even if it's Europa League or even the frigging, the Europa Conference, whatever it is, if we're playing European football next season, Moyes is going to have to rotate the squad around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he will get.
He's going to have to, and I feel that he can't. It would be foolish for him to move them on, because even if we get into some sort of European football, as you said, we're going to need these players definitely. But Scott says commentators saying Moyes should be manager of the year. I think if we get in the Champions League, I think there's no doubt about that.
Well,
it should go to him.
We spoke about it last night, and I said the same thing.
To be fair, it'll probably go to Pep Guardiola, but I mean, it's that's what people will say, but. Just look at how much money he's got on the squad there, and look at his bench every game, and that'll tell you the story. When Skies are gracious, Benny should start in front of slow ball with Fornals dropping back. I agree. I do. Right, let's have a look. What you guys are saying here? NWO says, and we're not going to move on a player we just paid 25 million for. Here he is.
Nah, there's players in front of him. Late as always.
True. Afternoon.
Evening, you mean?
How are you?
Afternoon's gone, mate. It's evening now. Afternoon's gone.
you know.
Hour and 3 in.
I know you've all spoken about the lineup, and I know you're going through the comments and stuff, but theories, who's going to play where? Have you discussed that? I'm sure you have.
I did say I've sort of got Sky on in the background at the moment before the game starts. And when they first started the programme and they went through the teams, they had it down as a 3-5-2.
Yeah.
So your back 3 was Diop on the right, Balbuena in the middle, Ogbonna on the left. Then it was a flat midfield 4 of Soufal on the right, Noble and Souček in the middle, Fredericks on the left, and Fornals playing number 10.
Bit late for croissants.
Croissants.
Yeah.
And then Fornals playing number 10 behind.
I think the same, because I know Fornals was one of a few senior players that played for the under-23s about, not the last game, but I think the game before last. Him, Balbuena, Lanzini, 1 or 2 others. And I suggested that maybe, some of these players might, thank you, Sabina, some of these players might get involved in the running these final few games. And my understanding is that Fredericks played out on the left, and he created a goal, I think, as well. So I think I'm wondering if Moyes thinks that there's a weakness. I don't know the Chelsea. I don't know who plays in the
Funnily
Chelsea
enough,
team
right, so
on
the
the
Chelsea
right side.
team are actually playing Aspilicueta at right wing back today.
Right, is that good
So
or
Fredericks
bad?
will get in. Aspilicueta, as I said to Anton, Aspilicueta at his age now is basically like when we had Zabaleta.
Right.
He's an old school on his pro, but he's not the quickest player anymore.
So that must mean that Moyes must be thinking there's a weakness down their right side. So Fredericks' pace kind of makes sense. I'd be surprised if it doesn't happen that way, because I sort of listening to you guys and what you were saying earlier about could Fredericks play out on the right, but that completely throws the balance of the team out, because then you'd expect Ogbonna to play left back and probably Fornals to play left midfield.
Yeah, it was just because there was a comment came in. People were saying that they were a bit unsure why Fredericks would play on the left. So I think hopefully, Matt, you kind of put that one kind of clear, etc. But look who's in the stands today. Mr. Declan Rice. He's getting ready.
Getting ready to sign his contract with Chelsea.
Just like still getting ready to sign his contract with Chelsea.
Chelsea fan TV.
The Chelsea social with Jam. He's joining the Jam.
Yeah.
He's joining Jam.
I was going to say something.
What we get for that? A pint and a packet of peanuts.
Yeah.
Dylan, who's nervous? I'm not, to be really honest with you. I think West Ham are going to be right up for this game today. I think we're going to win, lads.
Oh, look at that!
I think we're going to win.
If they needed any more motivation,
the only time we've lost. Say that again, mate.
So if they needed any more motivation, they got the result earlier.
Exactly.
Liverpool dropping points.
And the only time we lost 2 games in a row was right at the start of the season.
Oh, look what Risa said.
Ain't going to happen again.
Is that because you watched our show earlier on, Stel, and we told you that?
Mate, stop being a dick. I heard all the...
Anyway, we'll just leave him out. There he is. Now we'll bring you back in. Come on, what are you saying?
And everybody's throwing the abuse back at you, so it's all right.
Yeah. There we go. See, it's coming.
Shouldn't have said that. I'm glad my daughter doesn't watch this, because she'd be absolutely
annoyed.
outraged.
She'd be not happy, no?
She would not be happy.
Yeah. So 5 minutes to kick off. What we saying?
I've been nervous. These are Chelsea.
West Ham 3-1. 3-1 West Ham, I say.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's actually ask again. I know we did ask earlier on, but let's get everyone in the comments to put your predictions in. 5 minutes to go. So get your predictions in.
I've loaded a whole load of free music. I hope you get rid of that shit. I really do.
Have you actually? Did you hear our intro today? You ready for this one, Stel? Did you hear it?
Go on.
Ready? You like this? Wrong one. Hold on. It's coming. There it is. There he's dancing. Oh, we got you.
I chose that music.
Yeah, but
apart from that,
you chose that music. You chose that music.
All the time,
absolutely slagged off in the
Go on,
chat.
Stel.
It's been getting slagged in the chat.
What's getting slagged in the chat?
That song.
That music? No way. That's proper music. That's fun music, mate. Don't slag
it. It's crap, Stel. I'm getting abused for it.
Are you not serious that you were slagging that music off?
I wasn't. None of us were. The chat was.
Chat were. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I like it.
I think we should close down the channel. Clearly, these people don't know anything about music. I'm glad it's a football channel and not a music channel. We'd have no one listening.
Here we go. Right there. The Stel fan club's coming in. There
you go, Reese. And Reese is only 16 and he knows his music. Sorry, Reese, I'm only kidding. Go back to the old in. Oh, shut up, Luke. What do you know?
Right, Scott Randall's saying 3-1 West Ham. Duzzy O'Dear saying 2-0 West Ham. Hopefully that's what you're saying. Desmond from Mark Alexander. Oh, what? I'm so confused. I'm putting up that.
Oh, sorry, mate.
All right, Moby Dick is saying 2-1 West Ham. Putra Israel is saying 2-0 to Chelsea, but he actually put a spelling mistake in there and a number mistake, and he meant to say 2-0 West Ham. Janky saying 2-1 to West Ham. D. Lee saying 2-1.
Yanka, not Janky. Yanka.
Yeah, all right. Oh, here he goes. We'll just get rid of him again. Vinay's 3-1 to West Ham. Lingard hat trick. Still talking.
Oh.
You what?
Right. Right, I'm gonna shoot because my my laptop's got no battery on it, so
Oh,
I'm
what,
gonna
you're
go
doing
any
an
second.
Anton, are you there, Jake? You know, never ready.
Well, no, what I've done 2
That's the
shows
batteries
today.
he
I'm here.
uses, never ready.
No.
That's a
I've
joke,
done my
people.
own.
He's been here
I've
for an
come
hour
on here.
still.
I've done all of this. Yeah, I've been here. I've been here since 4:30.
Yeah, exactly. Jake,
Go on then,
don't take
get
anyone's
lost. We'll see you
nonsense.
later then.
Yeah,
Don't take it off him.
Oh, you missed it still. He was plugging his own mug. He's got a mug.
He's got, has he?
Yeah, he's got a cheeky mug. He's got a cheeky
little
mug.
git. You wait till I have a word with his dad.
Vide said 3-1 West Ham Lingard hat trick.
Hang on, Mandy. What do you mean you hope for a draw? We're hoping for a win, Mandy. Come on. It's going to be a win for us.
I'm going to let you
Sorry.
do the chat. I'm coming on in 2 minutes. I'm going to get my beer and my sushi.
Oh, what a dick.
Sushi.
Beer and sushi. Not beer and a
I can't
packet.
say I'm thinking cider, mate.
Yeah, but beer and sushi. Not a beer and bag of crisps or bag of chips or something. Beer and sushi. I mean, what's this world coming to, hey? Anyway, let's have a look at the chat. M. Murad.
So it was all the rage down in Chelsea in itself.
You what,
Beer
mate?
and sushi. It's all the rage down in Chelsea, isn't it? Beer and sushi.
Shh. M. Murad, I can't believe Moyes is still stubborn. Why does he not play Lingard and Benrahma together? Anyway, it's clear like sky blue. Moyes doesn't want Benrahma to shine. He doesn't want to be proved wrong. I don't think that's true, Murad. I think I keep saying it. I think we all keep saying it. Benrahma's time will come, but if you were going to play Benrahma, Matt, who would you drop out of today's lineup to put Benrahma in?
It shuffled the team, but I dropped Fredericks.
Would you gamble that?
No, I put Fornals out on the left and Benrahma at number 10.
Ah, right. Yeah, sneaky. Okay, I just think Benrahma's time will come. It's just not going to come.
But like me and Jake were just saying before, then we talked about it, and I said, look, in the last 4 games, we've had a loss, 2 wins, and a draw, 2 wins and a loss, right? But in that time, we've scored 11 goals.
Yeah, it's not as if we're lacking goals.
No, it's the fact we've conceded the goals. 3, 2, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
You know, we're scoring goals. So he can't drop an attacking player and bring Benrahma in when the attacking players are doing their job. Are
doing the business. Yeah, that's the thing. So, Murad, Benrahma's time will come, mate. I've got a theory that when we make Europe, I think Benrahma's going to be used quite extensively in Europe.
Well, I said that to Jake before you come on. I said, you know, whether we get Champions League, Europa League, or Europa Conference next year, whichever form of Europe we get, we're going to need more players. You need to rotate your team around. So he's going to get plenty of game time.
Absolutely.
He just needs to wait for his chance and take it when he gets it. Because I agree.
And I think he will get his
15
chance.
minutes, 5 minutes, 6, 7, 10 minutes every now and again is not enough. He needs a run of actual starts.
See, this is the problem
when he gets the game time.
Michael reckons Benrahma for Noble. That kind of exposes us a little bit in the middle, that doesn't it? Without Declan,
you'd put Fornals in the middle, but all right. I've got to stream up. Get the stream up now.
Getting the stream up. Tom Sanya, Lingardinho must score. Totally agree. And we have kicked off, people. Mandy, Fortune's always hiding. Yep. We're going to... I've got no fear about today's game. I really don't. John reckons Benny is a bit lightweight, but he's young enough to adapt eventually. And this is what I think. I think that's what's happening. Benrahma will get his time. He's just got to adapt to the way Fornals has adapted, hasn't he? We have kickoff, 0-0, half a minute gone.
And look, it took Fornals a year or so to fully adapt.
Exactly. And Fornals was dropped whilst he was playing really good. So let's see, where Fredericks is. So Soufal is out on the right. Bowen is in front of him. So Fredericks must be out on the left. Lingard and Bowen are further forward. Lanzini's on the pitch. Oh no, sorry, it's Fornals. Sorry, Fornals. So Fredericks is left wing back. Yeah, sorry, I got confused there for a second. I thought that was a number 10. So yeah, Fredericks is playing left wing back. Unlucky Balbuena. Bit of a hard pass there. He cut the ball out. Gaza, we're on 1 minute. So I don't know if we can sync with you or not. It depends on what stream you're watching it from, mate. Because we know that some people in the chat usually are slightly ahead of us. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. So we're minute 15 seconds in. So I don't know.
He's back with his
Whatever
sushi.
you guys are on. If you how's the sushi, Anton?
It's not your cat. It's not your cat still.
What, you got some fried rice?
No, it's
I do.
actually sushi.
I must admit, I do like sushi. Where's the chopsticks, mate? What you got a fork for?
The lady we bought it from never gave us any.
That's no excuse.
Oh,
You should have some
that's
in
cool.
your kitchen. So yeah, Fredericks is playing out wide left, Anton.
Trust in Moyes.
Let's turn my phone round. I don't want to see any alerts. Was 10 seconds behind. So we're more or less in sync. There are some people that might be a little bit ahead. Fabianski's got the ball. They're talking about the European Super League.
Interesting though, is that if you actually look at the back three, it does look like Ogbonna's playing in the middle.
So who's out on the left? It's got to be
It
Diop.
looks like Diop's on the left and Balbuena's on the right.
That's interesting.
Well,
Yeah,
I said
he
this
is.
last night. I'd have him in the middle because he commands the defence better. But obviously,
He does, but you'd worry a little bit about
the left foot because Diop has one. So,
Diop's foot. Come on, Fabi.
yeah.
Mate, you didn't need a touch there, Fabianski. You should have just kicked it out first time. I still think Fabianski's got a problem with his kicking, lads.
Mate, he's
Have
never
you
been a good
noticed
kicker.
Randolph is on the bench along with Trott again? 2 goalies on the bench again. I think
Randolph's
there's
just come back
something-
from injury, isn't he? So I don't think
He has. But it's Randolph's just replaced Martin.
But
Always
his
2 goalies
kick's
on the
never
bench.
his kicking never been great anyway, has it?
It's not. I think he's got a problem, though. I think he's got a problem. So, Chelsea deep with the ball. Silva. Nice head away from Diop, but it's landed at the feet of
Got to
another
get out to
Chelsea
that
player.
Diop. You're the left-hand side player.
Yeah, he's got to close him down. Don't wait for it. Don't wait. Oh.
Fresh fielder. Only 2 keepers on the bench.
Yeah, Diop was a bit too slow to close that down, wasn't he? Mason Mount scooped it. And, oh, no, that wasn't Mason Mount. Who was that? Werner. Yeah, that was, I think, gave him a bit too much room there in defence. Dropped off a bit too deep. Goal kick to West Ham United. 4 minutes gone.
Scott makes an interesting point. Is it to do with meeting our English quota? Is that why I've still got 2 goalkeepers on the bench? He said, is it to do with meeting our English quota?
Well, you only need your English quota in the squad. You don't need it in the team or on the bench, do you?
I
don't think you do.
Man. I know about the squad. I know about the 25-man squad. I don't know if it plays to the. Oh, Tommy, I'm not. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Uh-oh. Better get right out and get a bottle, mate.
Pulisic.
I told you. Someone asked me earlier why I'm wearing a blue shirt.
Got a hold of the ball.
I never
Chilwell.
wear.
Chelsea just keeping possession. Back to the halfway line.
I said,
Michael, if we're 35 seconds behind you, please don't tell
Diop
us.
stepped out. He's got
if
turned.
anyone scores.
Ball's on the right hand side for Chelsea. Crosses in. Good header from Oggy.
Good header away from Ogbonna. I think Diop is gonna have a hard time on the left by the looks of it. Cyber wants you to change that top, Matt.
I know, but I could put another colour on, but I ain't putting a West Ham shirt on. I said this
Oggy's
earlier.
gone big. Chelsea players lost it. Bowen on the attack, coming over the halfway line.
Go on, Bowen.
Bowen's still got the ball on the right-hand side. Still got a hold ball. He's travelled like 40, 50 yards. Puts it out to Safal on the right-hand side. Takes his time. Noble.
Someone get Matt some San Miguel.
No, I'm drinking cider.
Safal. It goes out for a West Ham.
Yeah, I never wear a West Ham shot on a match day. And whenever I do it, we lose. And last week I thought, you know what? We've played really well recently. Surely it won't come back in.
Goes for a quick throw in, tries to get Fornals. But the player
that's
lets
a good call, I guess, Matt.
Shirt's back in the cupboard.
It's a Chelsea goal kick. Mendy's back in between the sticks for them.
It's funny. Did you see the mistake that Tuchel made over the weekend when he was doing his press conference
No, what did he say?
about the goalkeeper? He said Benjamin Mendy's back in goal against West Ham.
Oh, he said it.
And Benjamin Mendy's the left back for Man City. And Man City tweeted Man City tweeted Benjamin Mendy and was like, "Is there something you haven't told us?" And they quoted Tuchel's tweet.
Brilliant.
I don't know what his first name is, Mendy.
Here's to a
Or Stel's
successful
on the
afternoon.
IPA.
Cheers. I'll go on mute again and get another cheeky bit of sushi.
Oh, he's going for the sushi again. They've sort of been first to everything so far, Chelsea. They've really come flying out the gates.
Foul. West Ham. Was it offside?
Was it offside? I don't know. I ain't got the sound on.
It's a West Ham free kick.
It's a free kick.
West Ham free kick in the 18-yard box. West Ham's 18-yard box.
Ball was to go over the top looking for Mason Mount, and he sort of jumped up with Soufal. I don't know if it's foul or offside, but back to West Ham. West Ham trying to slow the game down a bit. It's been all Chelsea so far in the opening 7 minutes.
Maybe this style of game suits us. Maybe that going to counter, you know?
I think
Frederick's back to Diop. Oh, he's giving the ball away. Although it's in Chelsea's half, they're coming over the halfway line. Soufal stepping out. Chilwell on the right-hand side. Bowen's tracking back. He's done well. So's Fornals. Really good. Go on, West Ham on the counter. Bowen. Go on. Oh my God, shit! He's in the box. Oh, he's blown the whistle.
Oh.
Offside.
Yeah, he held on
back there from Bowen.
I was offside.
Good tracking back from Bowen and Fornals. Thomas Souček plays the ball through, and it went on 3. It was like 3 on 3 at one point. Oh, I was unlucky.
Bowen, you need to release that quicker. First real opportunity we've had running their back line. Bowen just didn't get out of his feet quick enough.
Chelsea down the right-hand side. Werner on the ball. Tries to turn the up. He does well. Stands up and clears it out, but it's still back to Chelsea.
Again, don't let him turn.
Oh, he's turned him. Puts it on his left foot. Shoots from distance. Fabianski holds on the ball. That was Mason Mount.
They're clearly seeing that our left-sided defence is the weakness.
Well, Fredericks doesn't really know what he's doing right now. I don't know if he's supposed to be tucking in or going out wide.
I think the combination of Fredericks and Diop isn't a good one.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if he might switch the centre backs around, put Ogbonna on the left.
Well, that's what we were saying.
I can see why Ogbonna would play in the middle, absolutely more commanding, but it's possibly creating a problem. What am I eating? Cashew nuts, mate.
I'm actually more fearful when Augie sits further back. I think it suits Balbuena's style better. And let Augie be the man that has to command from in front. But we'll see. Go on, Bowen. It's gone out for a West Ham corner.
Corner ball. Well really played, Bowen. Bowen looks up for it today.
Does. 10 minutes in, West Ham 0, Chelsea 0.
Corner ball to West Ham. First goal coming up.
West Ham.
Set piece coming up. Bowen on the ball.
Come on, West Ham. Come on.
Here we go.
Go on, Jared. Pings that ball in with his left foot. Straight to Mendy, the keeper.
Too close to
by the keeper. Yeah, too close.
Chelsea bring it over the halfway line, slide it down the wing to is that Werner. Oh, we'll play
Good
Balbuena.
challenge there by Balbuena. Good comment, Wens, guys. I'm not sure that Noble has touched the ball yet.
Can't hear you still. Can't hear you.
Yeah, you have unplugged.
Sorry, I said good comment. Has Noble touched the ball yet? Its game seems to be passing him by, doesn't it?
He did make a tackle in the first couple of minutes to win a ball back.
To be fair, the ball's going down the wings.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I'm actually not happy for him not touching the ball if he's down the wings. Because if he's touching the ball, he's going down the wing. I'm worried because that means the centre's wide open. Saying that, it's West Ham free kick just inside Chelsea's half, and it looks like Noble's going to take it. And there will be his touch anyway. Probably try and look for either looks like Diop or Souček on the back post. You can just Noble do his usual, like loft it forward.
And Oggie's up there. Got a lot of big lads there. Pings the ball in, back post, like you said. Souček.
That's
Chelsea.
Don't
Deal with
let it
that.
bounce.
That'll do, Balbuena. That'll do. Oh, watch the back pass. Get rid of it, Fabi. That'll do.
That's risky. Go on, Souček.
Oh, come on, ref.
Come on, ref. That's a bit harsh. He's just jumped for the head. I don't think Tiger's
Is that one of the scum? Is that one of the scum six? Has he got anything to do with Chelsea? Who is he? Bruce Buck, chairman of Chelsea, one of the scum six.
Oh yeah. He's like what? Is he honorary chairman or something? He was the one that Abramovich bought him from, wasn't he?
Well played, Noble.
Well
played, Noble.
Well done, Marky boy. Yep. Chelsea still on the ball. Good, well done, Fornals and Noble. Again. Really good.
Good bit of play.
Well played,
Fornals
West Ham
loves getting
United.
stuck in,
Well
doesn't he?
played.
Fornals.
Let's go forward. Let's go forward.
Fredericks.
Go on.
Fredericks up on the left side.
That's what you're in for.
They need to support him. They need to support him. Get it in there.
What are you doing, Fredericks?
Oh, what did you do there, mate?
That's the old. Haven't got a left foot.
That's also the fact that he's not used to being in that position.
He did the hard bit.
Yeah, but I'll give him some let off, to be fair, because he hasn't got left foot, has he?
He's got good pace. Good pace, but
against Azpilicueta.
Yeah.
That's what they might look at for us. You know, we're probably going to both target the same wing because they're going to look at Fredericks and Diop and think they're weak. Oh, that's poor West Ham. You've got to get their Diop.
Close him down.
Hold him up. Oh, straight Fabianski.
I'm worried about Diop on the left side, lads. Really am.
Well, who stood up then? I think that was Bonner that stood up. And he ran in behind him.
But there's no one marking
How
him
did
in
that
the middle
player
either.
find so much space in the box?
That's what I'm saying. There's no one marking him in the middle.
No. Balbuena was standing off him.
I actually think they need to swap Balbuena and Ogbonna. I think that works.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, I think Oggy should go on the left, maybe Balbuena in the middle and Diop on the right. Diop will look more natural on the right.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a gamble. Diop looks a little bit lost. I know Ogbonna's not got the pace, and that might be dangerous in its own right. But
well, he's looking a lot better than what he did last week. Anyway.
Yeah, he looked really rusty last week. Well played, Bowen. Unlucky.
I tell you what, though, a couple of counters. We've had a couple of counters.
Lingard is limping, lads. Lingard is limping.
I think he's going to be all right, mate. I think he's going to be all right. I think he's going to be all right.
I'm not sure, Anton.
I know,
I'm
but
not
he's
sure.
Got to be positive.
Yep. Chelsea on the attack down the left-hand side. They're still talking about this Super League. Kanté on the ball.
I wish they bloody well didn't and focused on the bloody. I wish they didn't and focused on the bloody game.
What are they saying about the Super League?
They're just
Keep going on
constantly
about
talking
it,
about it.
raising it all the bloody time.
Well, the Super League, look, it doesn't matter what that Florentino Perez says. The league's dead because the backer pulled out. They've got no money. It's pointless.
Yeah, but
JP
no,
Morgan, JP Morgan
but
pulled out yesterday.
there are still contracts, though. That's the legal part. That's the interesting part.
Yeah, but
Cross in from
contracts with who?
Chelsea. Well done, Balbuena.
Yeah, but it depends who you believe, because he's saying the contracts are signed, and then
Yeah,
like
they're
the clubs that
signed for
pulled
a
out
minimum
it
of
are
3
saying
years.
It's 23 years, isn't it? What he's saying, but the
Yeah,
clubs are saying
no,
no.
but
We signed.
The
we
teams have
signed on
signed
to,
for a minimum of 3 years.
Oh,
But,
get rid of it, West Ham. What a tackle. Who was
Good
that?
challenge.
Suchek.
Great challenge.
Ball was coming
We're a
in
bit on the
18-yard
back
box.
foot, lads. We're a bit on the back foot.
But we're still pressing them though when they get the ball. We're not. Well, we're sitting back a bit now, but that's what they want. It seems to be that's the way we're setting up today. Giving Chelsea the play, giving them possession, go for the counter attack, letting Chelsea play the ball through the back, struggling to get through the middle. Their biggest route so far is down the wings.
down there, right or left.
Tries to get the ball by Suchek, but he's done well, stood up. Fredericks clears the ball out and gets a West Ham throw in.
I think Moyes needs to address the back line before half time.
Yeah,
It makes me slightly nervous.
because the shape isn't. Not the shape.
Diop
the
on the left
personnel
side
in the
is
way
a
they
surprise.
isn't working.
I don't know what Balbuena's like on the left side, but Diop is not working on the left side, is it?
No.
But you would just naturally have your natural sweeper sitting in the middle.
In the middle, yeah. And the other two. And then you play the lightly foot on their own side, so you'd have left on left, right on right, which with the 3 players you've got actually works.
Good tackle there from Diop.
Good tackle.
Well done again from West Ham. Suchek. Fornals.
support Lingard.
Go on,
Lingard, sorry. Lingard. Still attacking.
He needs a hand. He needs a hand. Everyone's running away from him. No one's supporting him there.
Werner done well there.
Track back
Chelsea.
well. He
Chelsea
did.
throw in on the halfway line.
20 minutes gone. 6-pointer. 0-0. Come on, West Ham.
Come on, son.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Mandy. If Lingard isn't 100%, this is a Ben Rama game, isn't it? And see what he's made of.
Chilwell on the left. Chelsea collected the ball. Kanté in the middle of the park, just over the halfway line.
It's out on the left again. No one's closing them down on the left.
Sprays the ball across. Sufal heads the ball back into the box.
Oh, don't let it bounce.
Oh no, get rid of it, West Ham. He's in the box. About 20 yards out. Tries to get over. Sufal
well
tries
played.
to use it. It
Clears
does
it
do it.
away.
Well done.
We'll play
That's a West
Lingard.
Ham foul. Oh no.
I agree, John. We do look calmer. Nothing wrong with
Fornals.
Fredericks.
Quick.
Nothing wrong with Fredericks long dark. I think,
Ah.
it's clear that Moyes wants pace down
Why
that
did they play
side.
that quick? Why did
telling-
they play
I'm
that
te-
quick?
I'm telling you
They spent
something.
like
See
5 players
Fornals.
back.
His whole footballing style has changed. He has become an absolute
Completely.
menace in that midfield. He is an
Completely.
absolute menace.
Completely.
He was never brought in to be that player.
Keep saying it, mate. He's the natural successor to Noble.
He could.
That's what
he
I
was-
really do think.
See-
I really do
see-
think that.
But see when you see him, when that tackle went in, he was like, "Ah," like I was like, Fornals. I don't expect that. from you.
You think about the midfield three of Declan, Souček, and Fornals.
He gets stuck in. Doesn't
He does.
Absolutely does.
see.
Yeah.
See. So Augie stepped out there. Balbuena went in to clear on the back of Augie. Chelsea have still got the ball, but I prefer him sitting in behind them.
I
Shoots from
think
distance,
Good block.
goes wide.
I
Good
do,
block,
okay.
Noble.
that corner?
Yeah, that's Noble. Doing his job on the edge of the box again.
Come on, West Ham.
Lingard is still limping, lads. You know that. He's still limping.
100%, does he?
Yeah, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. You know, maybe it's one of those, I'll try and run it off, but I'm not so sure.
I don't think that's anything connected to last week. That looks like that could be something new.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I don't reckon this is last week. It was just cramped last week.
Yeah. Genuinely think it could be a new thing.
Corner to
But,
Chelsea.
I mean, he might just stamp it off as usual. Hopefully.
Whipped in.
Swung in.
Headed.
That's away.
Oh,
that ball.
That'll do. Go on.
Away we
Go
go,
on.
West Ham. Away we go.
Oh,
Oh,
Bowen.
Lingard. No, that was a mistake by Lingard. Shame.
Yeah, but
Shame.
Bowen weren't making the run. There was only one option there. It was play the overlap, and Bowen didn't make it.
Yeah, but it was a short pass, mate. It wouldn't have got
Look
to
at
Bowen.
Fornals getting stuck
anyway.
in. Go on, son. Lingard looks all right.
I don't know what Frederick Harvers is like, Michael. I know he's highly rated since he's been brought in January, but I've got no idea what he's like. And he's been sent off a couple of times for the under-23s as well.
And I don't think that's definitely an option now anyway, to be honest. I think if there's ever going to be a change in the defence, it's going to be just a change of position for the players.
Yeah.
A reshape, yeah.
Well, if we've got to change one of our central defenders, we're going to have to go with 4 at the back. You know, if you don't change a central defender for a central
Chelsea
defender.
ping the ball in over the top. Fredericks has done
Good
well.
Fredericks.
Great header from Fredericks.
He's done well.
Well done. Tommy Suchek wins a foul for West Ham.
Whoa! That's a
He wins a
booking,
foul.
surely. That's an awful chat. Where's your card, Kavanagh?
Do you know what? I love Pablo Fornals. I love the guy.
Look at that. That's a booking.
He just ran into him.
Kevin, thank you, mate. Really appreciated. This is precisely why I worried about Jesse. I think Moyes perhaps downplayed what his injury was, knowing how massive this match is. Could be right, mate. Thank you for the £5, mate. Really appreciate that. Someone gave us a tenner earlier, didn't they?
Tim.
Huh?
It was Kevin.
Kevin?
Yeah, it was Kevin.
Oh, Kevin's given us tenner and now, mate.
And a fiver. And another fiver on top of that
And
fiver. So he's $20 from Kevin.
Oh, wow. Thank you, mate. Really appreciated.
Go on, Diop. That's well played from Diop.
Well played, Diop.
Get it
Back to
wide,
Balbuena.
Balbuena.
Pings the ball out wide to Sufal. Collects the ball. Finds Balbuena again.
Peach, how are you, my friend? I hope life is well with you. I heard you did a show with your dad was on or something, mate.
Yeah, his
Is
dad
that
was
right?
on. Yeah.
Which show was that? Let us
It
know.
was on the Forged from Iron YouTube channel.
right,
Gatesy had Peach on, and I only tuned in for like 2 minutes before our preview, and I think your dad's called Barney Peach. Is that right? Is it Barney? Remind me. Yeah, proper Eastender. Having a good chat.
Get it wide.
Fornals,
Running
good play,
Fredericks.
good
Go
pace
on.
for
Good
Fredericks.
play by Fredericks.
Well
Corner
done.
ball. That is why he's playing, people.
Yeah, he is. He's
That is
catching
why
him
he's
off.
playing. He's got that pace. But I am still worried about Diop behind him.
Defensively, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still
Well,
worried about that.
listen, we're holding our fort. That's what we do. Get the big men up top. Diop, Oggy, Suchek.
There you go. Scott said Souček is asking why that challenge on him wasn't a yellow card. I agree with him.
Go on, Tommy boy. Come on, West Ham. Mark Noble.
Corner ball, West Ham United.
Gonna float
Noble
this
on
in,
it. Beat the
he's
first
floated
man,
in.
Noble. Beat the first
He beats
man.
the first man, but it's only just straight to the goalkeeper. Floated.
Oh, lucky. It's been
Keep
headed
it alive,
out.
Lingard.
Pablo.
That's Pablo.
It's
Get it back in.
crossed it in.
It's back in.
Panty's won the
Keep
header.
it alive.
Win that ball. That's great play by Lingard.
Flick over
Oh,
it
well
again.
done, Mark Noble.
Get it back in.
Good
Noble.
crossing. Oh, good
Oh,
defense.
Unlucky. Right,
Right,
now
come
we
on,
got
get back.
to get back. West Ham
Oggy's
United.
committed. Oggy's
Get back
committed.
and Great
Oggy
play.
slowed him
That
down.
put them up. That was Oggy.
Go on, Jared. Go
Oh,
on, Bowen.
Nick.
Track back.
Nip him. Chelsea out on the left side,
done,
on the right
Balbuena.
side. Sorry,
Well done.
one back. Oh, shame.
Chelsea have got it again.
Shame.
Kanté.
It's fairly even.
Chelsea
Come
Chelsea
on,
have got
Pablo.
more possession, but it's fairly even.
Yeah.
Kanté on the ball again, just in Chelsea's centre circle. Driving forward from the left, just playing the ball back through the defence.
Yes, I am cyber. That's why I wear glasses.
Go on, West
This
Ham.
is why Ben needs to play. Our midfielders cannot find the pass through the
Well
lines.
played, West Ham. Well played.
I'm telling you right now,
That's the thing, though,
26
Mandy.
minutes.
Who comes out of this team for Benny to play?
To be brutally honest with you, I'm not 26 minutes in, 0-0 from the performance, like you said. Still, it's pretty even. Apart from the one little change we'd make at the back by a little squad
Switching
rotation at the
players around.
back.
Yeah.
I'm actually okay with so far. I'm actually genuinely okay.
Well, like a trifle with no custard
And no cherry on top.
and no cherry on top.
No, it's been all right.
It's been okay. I haven't
We
seen.
knew
I
they'd
mean,
have the
they
possession.
well played, Noble.
Well played. Go on!
Oh God! Oh!
That's the ball they're looking
But then
for.
he came out and headed the ball out.
Oh!
Looks like over the top. Chelsea seem to struggle with that.
That's the ball they're looking for, West Ham.
Pulisic
done,
out on the
Balbuena.
right.
Well
Balbuena
done.
and
Going
Soufal backing each
Soufal.
other up.
Over the top, Chelsea don't
Over
look
the
comfortable.
top. Yeah.
They haven't got much pace in the centre backs.
No, they don't. They don't have much pace in their back line, really, do well, apart from
Chilwell's all right. And
Chilwell.
obviously that's why they got Kante in there as well. In front of them. But actually,
Come on, West Ham.
Zuma. So it's Rudiger, Silva, and Christensen. Not the quickest. Don't foul him.
that'll do. Well done.
Well played, Suchek.
Well played, Soucek. He does cover
Unlucky
well
ball.
for his defenders, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Bowen lost the
unlucky
ball. Go again, West Ham.
Looks like Lingard shaked off whatever it was.
Yeah, it looks like it. Thank goodness.
Ball's going pinged out right to wide right for Chelsea. Plays the ball short through to Kante.
The op
And it's in
is
our
not.
box.
That's a
Okay,
goal kick.
Noble.
Oh, it's
That's
a
a goal kick.
Well
Well
done,
played,
Mark
Noble.
Noble.
I'm worried about Diop because he's not standing. He's backing off a little bit, which gives that Chelsea players on the right side just a little bit too much space. I'm worried about that. I can see why Ogbona's playing in the middle though, because he was very rusty out on the left last week. Very rusty, but he's had a game, hasn't he? So maybe he's shaking off the
Game in a
cobwebs.
week of training. Yeah. Soucek,
That's it.
Bowen, Chelsea clear up the ball, ping the ball forward. Oh, ref, that's a foul, 100%.
That's a foul. Well
Yeah,
done.
it is. Werner on Balbuena.
Kavanagh, are
Kinda
you
led with
taking
his-
a mick? Are you taking
led
a
with his-
mick?
What?
Well, we've just taken a free kick early, and he's like, no, you didn't take it in the right spot. We've got to go back and take it again. Trying to keep the game going.
It's shadow running, but we're containing them, which is it's all right. We don't have a lot of the
Diop goes
play
over
at the
top.
moment.
They're
I
struggling
agree.
over the top. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
Now, Diop's hit that ball over the top, found Fredericks. Fredericks' header wasn't great.
It
However,
makes them,
they can't
makes
cope
them
with him.
panic a little bit.
Yeah. They're really struggling with those balls.
W&P, Noble fills in the gaps in the defender's backline when one of them pushes out to double up as an. I've noticed Noble and Soucek both doing that. It's what you'd expect Soucek and Declan to do.
Yeah.
Scott, nothing egregious, yes. Nothing egregious yet, but I'm getting the feeling that the ref is favouring Chelsea. I don't know. Cyber, at least Chris Kavanagh is a decent ref, better than Friend and Dean. Cyber, even I'm a better ref than those
It's not hard to
two.
be better than Mike Dean. It's not hard
It's
to be better
not
than Mike
difficult.
Dean.
It's not difficult. Half an hour
Yes.
gone, 0-0. Over the ball.
Hold
Come on,
up,
Diop. Don't back.
Don't let him turn.
No,
That's okay. That's okay.
They all done all right there. That was all right. All of them were.
I'm just slightly nervous.
I know, but you've got to get the nervousness, and I'm the same. But I mean, what's Diop going to do? He's not going to put a foot in that box. You'd be raging if he'd done that, because if he'd pulled him down,
True.
he's standing him off, and he's let the ball play, and there's enough cover there, and they've dealt with that. So.
You know what, Kevin? I've just opened my last can of beer, So at half time, I'm going to rush out and get some more because I think I need
Oh,
to be
really, are
drinking
you?
heavily too.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I am, mate. Yeah. Just thought I'd let you know. Well, we don't get our sushi and beer delivered like some people, Anton. Sushi and beer, not a bag of crisps and beer, not a bag
Listen,
of chips
Stel,
and beer.
well, go on.
This is coming
Sushi
from
and
Mr.
beer.
Popcorn.
Go
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go on.
I like
Go on,
popcorn.
Noble.
Nothing wrong with popcorn.
For Nobes. Souček on the right-hand side. West Ham on the attack. Coming into the 18-yard box. Out to Sufal on the right-hand side.
No one in the box,
Finds
though.
Bowen
There's
just
literally no one
inside.
in the box.
Yeah, there's no one
Back
in the
to
box.
Sufal.
Back
Noble.
it goes. No ball.
Wide to Diop. Wide to Fredericks. Tries to play
And
a 1-2 before Niles. Oh, unlucky.
Should have been first time. That was better. Unlucky.
Still, don't you dare try and tell me that you wouldn't be sitting there right now if sushi was delivered to you in a beer. It'd be one of your favourite meals. I know it would be.
I like sushi. Got
I know
no
you
problem
do.
with it at all. But, not when you're watching a game of football, mate. Come on.
No,
Oh,
he
yeah,
prefers
Mr.
a
Popcorn,
box
like,
popcorn
yeah.
instead, yeah.
Matt, where are you disappearing to, mate? Like, we can't even see you. This is you, Matt, when you're watching the game.
Just shrinking further and further down. I'm doing West Ham's defence, mate. As West Ham's defence gets deeper down, I'm falling further down the chair.
Cross in from Chelsea.
Cross in.
That'll do.
Away it goes.
Do you like my Matt's seating area? Sorry, I'll be Matt right now. Look,
It's interesting, Bernie. I think Ben Rama will come on. I think he will, but we know it won't be till about the 70th minute or something. But yeah, this is a game. This is a game for him, isn't it? Cyber, I don't care where Giroud is. So, thank goodness he's not playing or on the bench today. I don't know, D-Lee. Have we been garbage? Have we been garbage, lads?
no, I can't say that.
Defensively, we've been good, but attacking, we haven't done much.
We haven't done much, but with well, what have they done to ram home about?
They've
had a few half chances.
Yeah.
So I don't think we've had a shot.
Now that Watford are back in the Premier League, do you think they'll want Craig Dawson back?
So harsh. I don't care if he's had a couple of whatever games you say.
He's had about 4 or 5 bad games.
He's not had 4 or 5 bad games.
He has.
He's not.
He has.
He really hasn't. Go on, Nobes. Look at Noble run. Lingard out to Sufal. Right hand side. The step over. Good cross in. Chelsea defended that well.
Come on, someone attack the ball, West Ham.
Oh, well
That's
done.
played. Well played. Well played. Go on, Lingers.
It's a distance.
Right, we've got to drop West Ham. We've got to drop.
Chelsea playing it from the back.
That's
on the edge of their 18-yard box.
Now.
No movement. Look, the full-backs at Chelsea don't know what to do with it. There's no movement. Absolutely no movement. That's fine for us. Fine for us. It needs, at the moment, what it looks like is both teams need a game changer, don't they?
Yeah.
They need someone.
We got one on the bench.
Like
they got
Ben Rama.
Go on.
Yeah.
Lingard on the attack. Oh, come on, ref! Look out for that!
Get the bloody card out, ref!
Yes.
There we go.
That was so fucking cynical, lads. I mean, that's really out of order. We had the advantage there and everything.
Do you know what, though? I
so
know
cynical.
I tell you what, if the shoe was on the other foot and their best player was on that position, which is what he wants, you'd be shouting at our player to do the same. So it's crap.
Don't
yeah.
run the box. Yeah.
Free kick to West Ham.
That shows you where they're at. That shows you their headspace. Anytime Lingard's on the ball, on the attack, they just can't. They don't know what to do.
Free kick. What's that? 40-odd yards out.
Yeah. Come on, West Ham. Go on, Jesse boy. Bowen runs over it. Lingard picks the ball into the box. Go on, Jason! A ball!
That's a handball!
That's a handball! That's a handball, ref! It's got to go to VAR. It's got to go to VAR. Handball!
Fucking ball, mate! Hand fucking ball! That's got to be handball! Oh, lads!
That's handball.
That's
I don't
handball.
I don't know if it is. You know, his
It
hand.
hit his arm first
He
before
can't
it
put
hit.
his arm anywhere else though. His arm is
No,
literally.
no,
next to
that's
him.
handball. That's handball.
Not giving it.
Was
No,
that?
he's not
Oh, if that was
Because-
against us, that would have been given.
You
Bowen's
can't
gone
put your hand
short.
anywhere else there. That's what I would say.
Bowen
Get
cuts
it in.
inside the box.
Get it over. Oh, what a waste.
That'll do. Oh, nice ball in. Who's
That's
that? Who's
Unlucky.
that? Albuena.
You're right. If it was against us, they'd probably give it. But I can see why they hadn't given it.
Right, explain
He
to me
can't-
then. Explain this to me then. Declan Rice is running through. Was it Sheffield United?
Yeah, that was the different rules. They changed the rules
Oh no,
last season,
they're
mate.
literally talking about that this morning
Changed the
because
rules.
there's
No, but what I'm trying to say is the ball. Yeah. So what the rule
Yeah,
is that
it
if it's
They
rebounded
handball
off
changed the rule.
anywhere.
Declan. It rebounded
Ah.
off Declan last season, and then they gave it as handball. But they've changed the rules since then.
they've changed the rule
But-
again now. From next season.
I'm telling you something now. West Ham have sent something in this half. We've been a little bit better in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Causing them a bit of
They were
concern. Look how
literally
far up
debating-
we are now. Look how far we are pressing.
Go on, press.
Go on, press.
Go
Go
on,
on! Mendy. Oh! He's giving the ball away.
Oh,
It's
you
a foul.
bastard.
Go
Go on.
That's it.
Go on,
Go
Steve.
on.
Go on, West Ham.
They're not confident at the
That's
back,
not
are
bad.
they?
Oh,
Are they?
no.
Oh, get that ball over that first player.
Oh, and Mark Noble.
Go
Come
on,
on.
That's
Nobles.
Nobles. That's
Right,
it.
quality
Cycle it
game.
again.
Back again, West Ham. Back again.
Ball round to the right. Jared
Go on,
Bowen
Bowen.
on the
Don't
right hand
call
side.
That's not a bloody offside. Get lost. Well played, Bowen.
Corner
Well
ball.
done. Corner. Yeah,
It did. There you go.
He's just said it. That
prevented the ball.
his arm prevented the ball from going into the back of the net.
Which should have been a penalty.
That should have been a penalty.
Who
I
said
don't
that?
understand that.
I
That's
don't
what the
understand.
commentators are saying. But if the ball,
Oh, I have the sound on.
the hand is prevented the ball from going into the back of the net.
Which should have meant
They're
it
even
was a
they're
handball.
all talking about it. You can hear it now. They're all saying it.
Oh.
I think they'll go ballistic at this at half time anyway. Bowen on the ball on the right hand side, finds back to Sufal, inside to Fornals.
Well
got a bit of
played, well
space.
played,
Out
well
wide to
played,
Sufal.
well
Good
played.
Give him
football.
some support.
Such good football. Get it over.
Give him some support.
Sufal.
Give him some
Go on,
support.
Sufal.
Yeah, he
Oh,
hasn't got.
unlucky.
He's run into a cold.
Oh, he's won
Done well
the throw in.
He's won
the
it
throw in.
back.
Yeah.
Done well with
Got
it.
away with that one, I think, though. Go away with that one.
Go on,
Good afternoon,
Sufal,
Jake.
son.
Thanks for joining us, mate. Come on, you irons. Bernie, we're crying out to put Benny on and stretch them at the back. Bowen, Lingard, and Benny will push them at the back. We must take the game to them. I think it will happen, Bernie. I think it will happen.
I do agree with that comment to a certain extent. At some point in the second half, yeah.
Yeah. If we were a greedy six club, handball would have been given. You know what, WMP? 100%
I don't think
agree
he would right
with
now,
you, mate.
actually.
I
The way
agree with Anton.
way
That
the
ball
decision's
was
been
going
going.
in. That ball was
I
going
don't
we've
in.
won
think
it back
was. If
again.
it's going
We've won
in,
it back
should have been
again.
A penalty. It really shouldn't.
See, they're clear. See, look at their clearances. They're all last gasp clearances. They're
They're kind of
panicking now.
panicking, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of then
Go on,
don't
West
like
Ham.
it. They don't like it.
on.
Up 'em, lads. They don't like it. Up 'em. Quite
Go on,
right,
good
go on,
That's
play.
it, West Ham.
Go on,
Give it a play
Suchek.
again.
Nice play. Go on, Fredericks.
Go on, Freddie.
Go on, Suchek.
Unlucky, unlucky.
Go on.
Well, one
There you
back.
go.
Anton,
Anton's on the ball.
Quattro's got a new game. Are you ready? Quattro.
Yep.
New watch-along game. Take a drink when Anton says, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it.
Oh, mate, you'll be smashed in
What do
about
you want
10
me?
minutes.
What do you want me to say?
Quattro will be absolutely effing hammered by the end of the game if we, every time we went, get rid of it, sip, get rid of it, sip.
What do you want me to say?
Say something else.
I can't. I want him to get rid of the ball. Don't get rid of it.
Oh, dear. 40 minutes gone, 0-0.
Oh, Lingard's been
Oh,
stamped.
Oh,
Lingard's
he's just gone down.
down.
I think it's.
He didn't even get challenged, did he?
No, I think he
I
has
think
been
so.
stamped on.
Oh, was he stamped on? God, look how worried we get when one player goes down. When it's,
He's
you know,
up. He's up. He'll be fine.
he's up
He'll be
again.
fine.
He'll be all right.
Oh, he got stamped, didn't he?
Putting words in Sufal's mouth, if you haven't had your arm broken or your leg broken, you're fine to play
Go
on.
on, Augie. That was a
Good
brilliant
tackle.
tackle from Augie.
Great tackle.
Go on,
Go on, Jesse.
Go on,
There you go.
Jesse.
Go on, Jesse.
Go on, Jesse.
Jesse. They're fucking cheating.
Again.
They're fucking cheating. They can't get it
Fucking
up with them.
outrageous,
It just
mate.
winds me up.
Fuck Fucking hell, lads! That is fucking bang out of order, that.
They can't. Honestly, still, Matt, they're really
They're
struggling with
terrified of him.
that. They're terrified of him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his
look
hand.
at
No
this.
attention.
Look,
No
look, look,
attention.
look.
Just push him
Fucking-
down.
That's outrageous.
They're literally terrified of him.
Absolutely outrageous.
Look at
As soon as he
Fornals on the
starts
left.
running at them,
Look at
We
Fornals
were
on the
through
left.
there.
It was
We were
wide
bloody
open.
through there. That's the sort of thing that should be a sending off.
Come on, West
We
Ham.
had the
the last
advantage
man, is
there.
it?
I tell you what, fair play to West Ham here. No ball, free kick, back post,
Oh,
being flicked
So
on
I got
from
for
the
throwing.
Chelsea.
I mean, that's a
West Ham
professional foul. I don't care that there are other players behind, in front. You know, it's like
cynical. It's one for the
we had
team.
the advantage.
But how many? I mean, that's two for the team they've taken now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
But you know what? Christensen should have had a booking a bit earlier on. That should have been his second yellow card.
Go on, Deckers. Deckers in there.
Declan, get a new pair of jeans, mate, for God's sake. You can afford it. Jesus, what are you, a teenager?
Come on, West Ham. Aaron Creswell in the stands.
He weren't having a late fitness test. Don't believe that. The commentator's saying Creswell had a late fitness test. No bloody way.
Oh, put him down or Bono. Don't let him.
Yeah. Chilwell.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's why still they make the fouls, because then we don't get to do it, and we don't. We're too honest. Oggy should have just done what Christensen done and just pulled him down when he tried to turn.
Terrible defending.
Yeah, Ogbonna should have done exactly the same. You're right. Look,
That's the
all
difference.
ball watching.
We're too nice. Too
No
honest.
one looking at the runners in.
No. All watching the ball.
That's awful. That's a crap time to concede.
And what did we say last night, Ant? In Timo Werner.
You're right. We get the advantage.
Can't hear you still.
We get the advantage. They foul, professional foul. They get away with it. We're too honest. Ogbonna should have just pulled the bucket down.
He should have done exactly what Christensen done. And pulled him down. And took the booking. He didn't. They went down the wing. He's pulled it across, and we got six. I think we had 5 or 6 players in the box, and every single one of them was watching the ball.
Oh, nice play. Jared Bowen's on the ball. Switches the play completely over to the left-hand side to Fredericks. Back to Mark Noble. Finds Fornals. Back to Noble again. Switches play over. Finds Fornals on the right-hand side. Out to Sufal. Back to Fornals. Plays the ball forward. Goes out for... I thought that was a West Ham throw-in. It's Chelsea throw-in.
That's a killer. That is right by half time. I
Oggy.
said Diop.
Diop.
The 2 times we got beyond them and started running at them, they just pulled us down. And then one time we have to do it, or Bonner doesn't do it. He's too honest. And they
Noble in the middle of the park, just coming over the halfway line. 1 minute stoppage time. Balbuena back to Noble. Noble pings the ball across to Oggy. Out wide to Diop on the left-hand side. Slow build-up play. Oh, Suchek. Oggy back to Fabi. Oh, he's not. He's giving it back to Balbuena, who's gone back to Fabianski.
It's true, isn't it? Half-time, people. It's true, isn't it? We're a team that's too honest.
Are you ahead?
Too honest.
Huh?
Are you ahead? How do you know? Is it half-time?
Yeah, it's half-time. Oh, no, it's not
you
half-time,
ahead?
sorry. No, I'm not. No, I'm saying we're a team that is too honest, aren't we? Far too honest. Whereas these other teams, they play in a
Half-time.
I don't like it, but they play in a way that is like they'll do everything. They'll foul at the right times and all that sort of stuff.
Hey, should put his hand on the turn.
Welcome back to West Ham United for our halftime report, not with Alf, but with Anton, Stell, Jake from West Ham Unofficial, and Matt. Jake, you've just joined us, mate. Your statement, your little name tag says "Get Ben Rama on now." What's your thoughts? 1-0 down, halftime against Chelsea.
I feel we've had no threat going forward. I feel we look a bit shaky at the back, and it was just a shame that the goal came just at the end of our good and only good spell in that first half. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was coming, and then we had a pretty good spell, but we lack any creativity up front. Lingard's limping most of the time, and I just feel I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't come out in the second half. I think Ben Rama's got to come on. I think it's been too negative, and we need to try something different because it hasn't worked in the first half, unfortunately.
What do you think about that, Matt? Do you think? I mean, I know we've had chances. I mean, last 10 minutes in particular. You could question whether or not we think we would have had a penalty. We'll come on to the penalty as a topic in a minute. But do you agree with what Jake's saying?
I don't know about the defence. Like they had a couple of half chances. I think that's the real first clear-cut chance they've had. But it took us 35, 36, 37 minutes to get a chance ourselves. A lot of it was just sitting back, letting them attack. The back three don't look settled in the positions they're in. I think they're in wrong positions. But look, would we be sitting there moaning if they hadn't just scored that goal? Probably not. We might have moaned that we hadn't done enough going forward, but we did finish the game. We were finishing the half stronger.
Yeah. And
then just, you can say maybe, as I said, Ogbonna should have brought him down. But even then, you can't blame Ogbonna when there's, I don't know if he was one of them. There was 5 blokes in the box. Essentially between
no one was marking Werner. Yeah. When you've got the bodies in the box, and like you said, when we've got 5 at the back or playing in that central, 3 central defenders, someone should be covering that role. But still, you've been making a case for why things should change in the back line between the 3 when Oggy is sitting further back. You've got Diop on the left and Balbuena on the right. What's your concern there?
The concern is Diop just doesn't look comfortable, and I think he's sort of. I think there are times when the ball goes out to our left side. Diop, he's trying to keep his line, but that kind of allows maybe the attacking players to have too much space. But the irony is, mate, they scored from the right side. That's having said that, they scored from the right side. So I wonder what Moyes is going to do. I know people are calling for Ben Rama to come on, but I keep asking the same question. I'm not so sure that anyone's really given me the right answer as to who should come off to allow Ben Rama to come on, because you've got several options. You either take a central defender off, which weakens your defence, or you take Noble off, which weakens your midfield, or you go ahead and take Lingard or Fornals or Bowen off. And I can't see him doing that unless one of those players is injured. So I just need to understand. I'm not saying that Ben Rama shouldn't play. I'm not saying he shouldn't come on, but what would you do in order to accommodate Ben Rama? I think he will come on. I think he'll come on about the 55th, 60th minute. Now that we're 1-0 down, maybe if it was still 0-0, he might have come on a bit later. But I just need to understand what we do if Ben Rama comes on. Who do you sacrifice? Because our game hasn't been that bad, has it really? Our defenders haven't played that badly, but yeah, that goal. Diop worries me at left centre back. Diop worries me. I think they'll see that as a weakness.
Yeah. Let's talk about the penalty decision now, and I'm seeing them here.
They've just shown it again.
Yeah, I'm seeing it on the highlights here. So
it was a bloody penalty, mate.
Jake, you know, the VAR, they've done a quick check, but the referee never went to the screen. You know, the ball's come in, the ball's hit off the player's leg and hit his arm and gone out. Now, they've said that his arm couldn't move in any other position. However, they're not going to give a penalty based upon that. And this has happened just before the game. What do you think, Jake? Would you have given a penalty? Should the referee have gone over to the camera?
I think he probably should have gone over to the camera, but let's look at it this way. When I saw it, didn't think it was a penalty. If that was put against us, we'd sit here and we'd be absolutely slating the rules, VAR and everything. In my opinion, I looked at it and said, to be fair, I'd be absolutely fuming if that was given against me. I didn't think it was a penalty. In my opinion, I agree with that. I don't think he could have put his hand any more to his side. I think it was the right decision. Perhaps he should have gone over to the monitor to have, you know, the on-field refs take on it, but for me, no, not a penalty.
Matt, what's your feelings towards it?
I haven't seen it. I need to see a replay of it because I need to know if it wasn't going in. Then I think the decision was correct because the arm is down by side. He can't move his arm anywhere else. He's not got his arm away from him or anything. If it's going in, then at the bare minimum, I think they should invite the ref to go and have a look at it.
Exactly.
If it's on target,
exactly.
I haven't seen a replay. I don't know if it's on target or not. If it's on target, the ref should get a look at it because at the end
It
of
was
the day,
going in.
He's hit his hand and that's going in. So his hand balled and stopped the goal. Intentional or not.
You know, we've got the game on in the background. We've got the commentators on. You've got two kind of highly thought of ex-pros on there, and they're both saying that, yeah, they're not happy with that ruling on the decision because even though they understand the rules, if the ball is going in and the player unintentionally handles the ball out, he can't move his arm anywhere else, then how else are you going to win a penalty in that box? And that's where I'm at. If the ball's going in the back of the net and the player handles the ball and it directs the ball away from goal, then that's my biggest concern. So he moved his hand towards the ball, penalty. I mean, I want to see it again. I want to see that as well. I mean, it does. You know, there's a few calls there. There is a few calls for that. But, you know, that would have helped West Ham. We would have got a penalty and hopefully we could have gone 1-0 up. But what happened was that Chelsea went on the counter-attack, Jake, and they got a goal. Oggy was trying to hold up. I don't know who it was he was holding up in the middle of the park.
I think it was Werner, wasn't it?
Was it Werner?
Mm.
So then he lost his man. That was the other concern as well then. He was holding on to his man, then lost his man. And then the ball's come through, placed it on. And like you said, we've got defenders back there. No one's marked Werner and he's tapped the ball into the back of the net. Jake, what was your thoughts on the goal?
I think the ball was let through two players into Werner, and I think we've just missed that solidity. Oh God, I can't say was, honestly. I don't know what's going on. I think we've missed a bit of composure at the back. I mean, I think it was too easy. It was just bang, bang, bang. Werner 1-0. I think we do still need to tighten up at the back, and Moyes will not be happy with that goal. Moyes will not be happy at all going into first half. Going into the first half, and even before that, before I saw the goal, even I thought that Moyes wouldn't be happy with the first half performance because I thought we just looked a bit open at the back, in my opinion. And I don't know what it is, whether it's Diop, as Stel said. I think Diop doesn't look fantastic. But yeah, it was disappointing, but you can't say, I mean, they were the better sides. I think they had most of the ball, and this seems to be what happens. They've had most of the ball, but they haven't really threatened Fabianski too much apart from the goal, which is a bit frustrating. But yeah, a bit of a disappointing goal to concede, I think.
100%. Yep. Still, you know, we've had our chances. We've created stuff. We haven't had
created no finishing.
Yeah,
no finishing.
Yeah. What do you think of the performance so far, and what do you think?
I think
changes could be made.
It's been okay, and I asked the question a moment ago: if Benny comes on, who would you? What would you do? And a couple of people have said, is take Noble off and put Fornals in his place, and then push Ben Rama up front. And I would go with that. Actually, that's probably the only way we could accommodate Ben Rama at the moment. Take off Noble, put Fornals back, then Benny on. That might be the only way. And someone else just mentioned a minute ago, let's take the game to them. You know, because their defense is no better than than ours. And
Yeah.
if we take the game to them, we never know, because that's the thing. I'm disappointed because Chelsea didn't look like they were in it. You know, they kind of like that goal they scored. You know, you asked me the question about Diop at the back. You know, and I do agree that at the back, I don't think Diop should be playing out on the left. But as I said, the irony is they scored from the right side. You know.
Yeah.
Would I take Diop? People have been saying it's been a poor performance, etc. I don't think it has. I think we've become accustomed to West Ham, you know, being so good on the ball, especially like the second half against Newcastle last week with only 10 men, etc., that we are disappointed when our standard slightly drops. I think we're still in the game. I think.
Yeah, I do.
you know.
I do think we're in the game. There's definitely a concern. I think we can't help ourselves every time, because we know that they're fearful of Jesse Lingard. Jake, we know that for a fact. There's been 2 professional fouls against them. Cynical fouls.
F's me right off that.
It really does. It really does, and it shows you though that they're fearful of it. And there's opportunities there. We're hitting the ball over the top. They're struggling defensively with that. They're actually struggling with Frederick's pace down the left-hand side.
Yeah, they are.
And of course they're struggling with Lingard when he gets the ball on the attack. So I think there's more to come from West Ham in the second half. But those professional fouls, like you said, still they do frustrate you. They absolutely
outrageous.
do.
You know, what's his name?
Christensen, yeah.
Yeah, that should have been his second booking, because he did one only a few minutes before.
I thought that.
You know,
yeah.
And he would have been if he'd have been on a yellow card, there's no way he would have done that to Lingard. We were 3-on-3. We were about to break through. We could have got a goal, and that was such a cynical foul. And but he should have been already booked before that, and he got away with it, which is what has allowed him to do that. That's what's outrageous about it. You know, he should have been booked only a few minutes before.
Yeah.
But you know,
right.
we're too honest. Bonner should have done exactly to Werner what Christensen did to Lingard. Should have just pulled the bloke down and taken one for the team. You know, but we're too honest as a team. We don't go down in the penalty box when there's a penalty that going for us. We don't call for it. We're a bit like Moyes saying to them, play the game until the whistle's blown. And I totally get that, but we suffer for it. You know, because there's been many calls that should have gone our way that other teams would have shouted and screamed about, and we don't seem to do that. To be honest with you,
Jake,
right,
before you go, mate, give me your last thoughts, mate, before the second half.
That's my thoughts. Get Ben Rama on now. I think. I mean, another possibility is perhaps you've got to take Fornals off to put Ben Rama in there, because I think he's been invisible as well. And let's not.
Jake.
Jake, I don't know.
Jake.
I don't think he's been fantastic. I think he's been all right. He's been all right defensively, but he just hasn't had it. He just hasn't had it.
No, Jake. No, I'm sorry, mate, but. I agree to get Ben Rama on, but not to sacrifice Fornals. Fornals is running around.
Go for it.
Yeah, but then I kind of agree that maybe it should be Noble. Not that Noble's done much wrong, but I kind of understand that, because Fornals can drop into what Noble does, and then put Ben Rama on. I get that bit, but Fornals has been he's been colossal in midfield today. Anton.
Yeah, no, I do agree. Yeah. I actually think I've rated Fornals today. He's kind of highlighted the fact, you know, he's turned into this absolute menace in the middle of the park. Right,
yeah.
Jake, take it easy, mate.
You start and then you go. Cheeky little git.
But he's definitely turned into a menace in the midfield, and he's become so vital to us. Lee, thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. We are still in this DA. Where is it? We're still in this. Don't panic, DA Crossman. We are. 100%.
I agree. We are. I think we are. We are. But yeah, we need to take it to them a bit more. But that will open up space for them. That's the thing I'd be worried about. Yeah. You know.
And thoughts we call Banana a waste of money, but give the geezer a game. Well, I think we'll see him in the second half. I do think we'll see him. It's just, I think we've blocked about 10 people in the last 2 minutes.
But they're pricks, idiots. Oh, it's all change. It's all change. It's all change. What does that tell you? What's going on there?
Zach is saying he's changed nothing. I don't think he needs to change anything.
No,
yet,
we're not talking about the player, the manager, Zach. We're talking about Matt. He's changed his top.
Blue's gone.
We're back
Out
to
we come. Yeah, I agree, Victor. Victories, they're taking their toll on us, aren't they? Now, there's no two ways about it. They really are. Still, second half coming up, 0-0.
Any changes?
No change.
No changes, no.
No.
Which I kind
Certainly
of
not.
understand because, you know,
People have been calling out for Christensen, dirty fucker. People have been calling out for Ben Rama to come on, and I asked the question, well, who would you replace Ben
who would you bring
Rama
him in for? Yeah.
And a suggestion was that we should take Noble off. Not that he's done anything wrong. Take Noble off, push Fornals back there, and give Ben Rama.
You could do that, but I don't think you'll see that till like the 70th minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So I think,
if
I'm right, that's what we did against Newcastle. With about 15 minutes to go.
Yeah.
He took off Noble for Ben Rama and moved Fornals into the middle.
Yeah. So West Ham on the ball, no changes at half time for either team. Noble in the middle, little dink over to Soufal, lovely little ball that. Soufal gets it over first time, no
Just
challenge
sum it up
on the
too
keeper.
much. No, you can't touch a goalkeeper. Although I did see a goal, I think it might have been Barnsley today. Scored a goal, and the centre forward literally jumped up like that, won the header, flattened the goalkeeper, and scored.
And
Everyone on Sky Sports, all the pundits were saying, "Oh, that's a foul," and the ref gave the goal.
Well, one back. That's Chelsea throw on.
It's good. You know, the thing you should ever say to them is, "Don't drop your heads," because we actually finished the half quite well.
Apart from conceding the goal.
Well, I was sort of reading on my phone quickly, and all the pundits were saying that it was against the run of play.
It was, absolutely was. Yeah, agreed. West Ham back on the ball. Soufal.
Good point from Skies, though.
West Ham
we need a left-footed left back. Like we said at the beginning of the
100%
season.
agree. We do need a left-footed left back. 100% agree. Yeah, that's got to be, for me, I know we're not going to talk about transfers now, but I think we need a goalie, a left back, a central midfielder, and a striker is the minimum next season.
Those 4 players.
You know, that's 4 players. That's despite signing Dawson and Lingard on a permanent. So that's 6 in total. I think that's the minimum.
Well, Dawson's done already. He's just...
Dawson's transfer will go through, though, in the summer.
It will, yeah.
This one.
So what I'm saying is...
but it's like the second window opens, it goes
Dawson
through.
and Lingard aside, a goalie,
So
we need a replacement for Fabianski. I'm not saying that the replacement will play next season, but someone that's going to start coming in for a game or two. We need a left back, we need a central midfielder, and we need a striker.
You need someone that's going to come in, maybe about 27, somewhere between like 25 to 28, a goalkeeper, that will sit on the bench and compete for 1 season. You get 1 more season at Fabianski.
And
then you say to them, on the basis that, look, you're going to come in this year, Martin's going to get released.
Yeah,
which probably push Randolph down to number 3.
Trott will probably go on loan.
I actually completely disagree. I think you go for a goalkeeper to take over.
It won't happen next season.
Saying.
There'll be a goalie.
You're not going to sign a goalie that's going to sit on the bench. West Ham.
No,
West
I'm
Ham
not saying
that with Randolph.
On the bench, but he'll be mixed. It's a bit like when Adrian came in for Jääskeläinen. They kind of shared, the first team slot.
I think if he goes for a goalkeeper, if he goes for a goalkeeper, he's not going.
What's he like, Johnston from West Brom?
Well, in the same way that when we signed Fabianski, he had the most saves. Johnston's got the most saves in the league this year. He's actually a solid goalkeeper, and a lot of people said this. And West Brom have apparently accepted that he'll go at the end of the season.
Areola,
he's done enough to stay in the Premier League. Fulham, Areola, yeah, but that's PSG if they're happy to let him out again. But if you get one of them and say to them, come in, you will be competing for the number 1 spot for 1 season, because we've got 1 more season at Fabianski.
Yeah.
Then you will be the number 1. That's what I'm saying. I don't bring in a number 2. You bring in a guy that's going to be number 1 and say to them,
that's going to take. Yeah.
You might be number 2 for the season. You might be the cup goalkeeper, or Fabianski might. We're not going to not play you. If Fabianski has a shocker, I'm not going to not drop. I'm not going to just keep him in the team. But
Listen,
come in
just
as
quickly,
a 50-50.
4 minutes in, and we've had most of the ball in the second half so far.
We've got to take it to them, and they're going to let us have it as well. We've just got to be careful they don't hit us on the break.
Don't get picked.
We kind of
Don't
know
get
that
picked
this
off.
is going to happen. We've got no choice. We've got to take it to them. But
Same way we
we
did
just got to
Newcastle.
be really careful. If we lose it, what might happen? Al Joe's probably the last game of this season is when
we're talking about 10,000
fans would be allowed back. 10,000, yeah.
Which is still only what 20% capacity?
Yeah,
or something like that. 15%.
Fredericks on the left. Diop through to Fornals. Good play. Nice. Oh, unlucky. Chelsea got hold of the ball. Fornals pressing. Bowen pressing. They don't look comfortable at the back, Chelsea, at all. Look at that. Giving the ball straight away to Tommy Souček.
They absolutely don't.
Bowen. Cuts inside to his left foot. Finds Mark Noble. Switches play.
Make use
over.
of this West Ham United.
Good play. Cross in. Over the top. No one there. But the way that Chelsea are defending, even that, have just played it back to West Ham again.
Al, John, if you join us and subscribe, mate, I think you find we always respond to the comments, as many as we can in this YouTube channel.
Go on, so
subscribe, mate, and we'll have more chats going forward.
Yep, Chelsea panicking in defence.
They do panic. They don't like it. They don't like it.
They're good.
This is why. This is why you could put a case on for bringing someone the likes of Benrahma. You could even put the case on for putting someone like Lanzini and Yarmolenko on as well.
Well,
Go on. He's got through. Sufal carries the ball. Hits the box. Oh, he's got to do better than that.
Ball cross.
Here we go.
Oh, this is where we've got to be careful.
Yeah.
This is where we've got to be careful.
Go on, Jesse.
Hold him up.
Take one for the team. Do what they do to us.
Get rid of it.
Held him up
well done. Oh. I can't not shout get rid of it because I want our team to get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Jay, you know what? I kind of do agree with you. Three central defenders. I just remember talking about this in the Daily on Friday when I suggested that probably those are the three central defenders that will play. And for in my mind, I couldn't fathom it. I didn't know how they might play in the same team, and it's kind of proving that they're not really suited, are they? The three central defenders. The three central defenders. They don't seem to be suited to play for us.
Well, they are, but not in the way. It's weird, you know.
Mind you, I've just misread Jake's comment, and he's talking about their defenders.
But no, talking for us though, like
well done, Oggy.
It's like,
brilliant.
You know, he's got the three right shapes, and he wedged them all into the wrong hole. Yeah, when you get the toddlers got the box with the shapes, Moyes has done that, and he's put them in the wrong place, and you're like,
yeah.
You know how they play,
but he's used a hammer to sledge them in.
Like, no, you will fit in this position. It's like, why don't you put them back out and put them in the right holes?
Two men on him. Dispossessed West Ham. Chelsea on the ball, just going back over to the defender. Plays the ball through the middle.
A lot of space in the middle of the park, isn't there?
Yep. Oggy standing up to the player. Chelsea crosses the ball in. Get rid of it. Sufal, and he's done that. Goes out for a Chelsea throw-in.
That's the way to do it. Mark Dawson, that's the way to do it when you're facing your own goal. But let's not go back there. Quick joke. Dave Trance, why do Chelsea fans whistle while sitting on the toilet? Answer, so they know which end to wipe.
I'm sorry. I think it's quite funny. Have you seen Canningtown Lens tweet?
No, I haven't, no.
Time for a beer Saturday, and it's Benrahma o'clock on Twitter.
Yeah, I bet it's going absolutely ballistic on Twitter, isn't it?
Diop pings the ball forward. Chelsea dispossessed.
Well, he is a Twitter darling, isn't he?
Chelsea on the attack.
Matt keeps putting it in the wrong. Chelsea on the ball, just outside the 18-yard box.
From distance. What? Fabianski! We're so lucky to get away with that. Fabianski has made a worldie of a save with his right hand, but with his left hand has put the ball back into the play, right on the path to who? Werner.
Yeah, Werner.
What a
He
save!
missed.
What a save! What a save!
Oh,
The rebound, he's just missed. He straight up missed the rebound.
I do not know how he's missed that from Chelsea. Fabianski has literally stretched fingertip save with his right hand.
Even the goal,
But
even
with
the
his
manager
left
just
hand,
doesn't know he
has
missed
played
that.
the ball back into play straight to Werner. All he has to do is tap it in the net and he hits it wide. Oh, we got away with that one.
Well, was your wake
Great
up call,
save,
West
though.
Ham?
Great save. Pity Werner didn't miss the first goal, did he? Isn't it?
So many errors in this Chelsea team. This is why we need to counter
We
this.
need to go at them, lads. We need to go at them. We really, really do need to go at them.
Oh, Fredericks, that's awful.
Fredericks!
Oh, well played, Balbuena.
Well done, Balbuena, yeah.
Oh, good ball, Balbuena.
Yep.
Go on, Fredericks.
Fredericks on the left. Pace. Kante's trying to stay up with him. Left. Oh, good ball to Lingard on the edge of the box.
Have a pop.
Finds
Come on, have a
Fornals,
pop.
shoots from distance, and Mendy saves.
Yeah, what?
The
He had a
natives
shot.
are getting restless. People want changes. Bernie, we're wasting time. Let's bring on the changes and let's give them time. I would
Moyes
rather
don't
lose
do that,
3-0
does
than
he?
1-0.
Oh, well done, Oggy.
Zach, same. He needs to change
Jesse,
it. How are we going to score
Jesse's
being
turning,
negative?
facing a defence tackle.
Oh,
Oh, go on.
have a shot.
Oh, it's gone through the ball. Shit! Oh. Dispossessed from Chelsea. They've just massively hoofed it up front.
They're not comfortable at the back, are they?
They're not at all, mate. They're not. They're not comfortable in general, if I'm being honest. Apart from the
Yeah.
counter, that's it.
I can see
And
why
even at
people
that-
are calling for Ben Rama. He could give
I
them
can
a
see it.
awful lot of problems. I can see it. They are not comfortable, but it's
not
them.
But again, where do you fit him in? At the moment, I don't think you can take Noble off.
Go on, Fredericks. He's still
Well
got
played,
it down the
Frederick.
left-hand
He's still got
side.
it.
He does cause them so many problems.
Don't
with
Yeah,
worry,
this.
he's
get it,
causing them
Fredericks.
problems.
Get it over Bowen.
Go on, Bowen. Cross
That's a
in.
good, great
Back
cross.
post.
Oh,
Go
Who's
on.
that? Who's that? What are you doing?
Oh, mate.
Foul!
Oh.
should have just smashed that hard and
Still got
lucky.
it.
Exactly.
Still
He's
got it.
not confident on his shooting, is he?
No,
He's got a decent left foot.
He's
in him,
not
though.
confident.
He can play. He obviously
he's
can
not
play.
confident.
He's
He's
got a
not
decent
confident
left foot.
attacking, is he? Whenever
Come on, West Ham
that's the
United.
thing we've said a couple of times this season. Whenever he gets in that attacking position, he just doesn't know what to do, does he?
Come on, West Ham. Counter this. We need to make most of this. Augie. Out wide to
See?
Diop on the left.
Ref.
Shot ball Fredericks, who
Ref.
gives the ball away.
There we go.
That's
Yeah.
the foul. What's going on?
Yeah, it's got to happen on. Is that? Yeah, you're right. What's the point of making changes late? I reckon on. We're getting up to it on 60 minutes, 65. That's when it's got to happen. If it's still 1-0, it's got to give. You know, got to give the players at least 20, 25 minutes.
I think he's got to give more, to be honest. I think this game could warrant more. I know what you're saying, no. That's probably what he'll do, but Lingard.
Oh, cheeky.
Oh, he's tried
Oh, unlucky Jets.
he's tried
too
to shoot
far-
from
too
distance,
far
catching
out.
Good
Mendy
awareness.
off hard.
Too far out.
Didn't get a connection on it. He needed to like absolutely hammer it.
Ben Rama's doing his runs up and down the sidelines, though.
Yeah, 60, 65 minutes, I reckon. Because they're uncomfortable, Chelsea. They're uncomfortable. I've
But
not
they're
seen a
lethal with
very,
that
very.
direction.
They're not a confident team,
Well,
are they?
let's not forget,
Well played,
only
West
a
Ham.
couple of weeks back, West Brom put 5 past them.
Well played, West Ham. Mark Noble.
Man on, man on.
Back to Augie. Augie out wide. Is he going to play it
You've
out
got to
wide?
be
to Diop? He
careful.
does. Back to Fabianski. Plenty of time on the ball. Plays it short to Augie. Souček back to Augie. Noble back to Augie. Diop on the left. Plays it. Oh,
Let's pick the pocket.
That was picking the pocket.
that's all right.
Oh, well
we've
done
got
by
that.
Buena.
Well done by Buena.
Well
Yeah.
done by Wayne.
Oh,
He's had
great.
a decent game, hasn't he?
Go on, Lingard.
Yes.
Go on, Jesse. Go on, Jesse. Keep going, son. Go on. Go on. Keep going. He's on the attack.
Someone needs to support him.
Some support him.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're all
Got
running
it.
away
Plays
from
the
him.
ball through to Fornals. Plays it back to Sufal on the right-hand side. Back to Mark
Good little bit
Noble,
of play.
inside to Jesse.
Go on,
Nice
Noble.
play. Nice play. Go on, Nobes. On the edge of the box.
Oh,
Frederick! Ah, shoots and it's cleared. Come on, West Ham. We're knocking at this. It's Jesse Lingard! Oh!
Oh.
He shoots from distance and it just goes wide. Oh. I'll tell you what, Frederick's shot was going on target, wasn't it?
Well, he definitely
Jesse.
caught it hard enough.
Oh, unlucky from Jesse. 18 yards out, tries to lob it over the keeper. Just goes wide. What do you want me to do? Become one of these fans that sit at a stadium and do this?
Yanis Pap, let's see what you're saying. Let's be honest, mates. We're simply not good enough for these high positions. We rode our luck way too many times. And Lingard cannot keep scoring at will. Hope we'll make European League. I disagree. We are where we're at through total merit. Total merit. And if we manage to get something out of this game,
from the comments that the commentator just made there about David Moyes saying to Jesse Lingard, you get no guarantees when you come to West Ham. The only way you can get guarantees is if you work hard. Exactly. And that's exactly what our whole squad have done this season. So I don't agree with that, mate. I'm sorry. Get rid of it.
Well challenged. Well challenged. Well challenged. Get in there. Well challenged.
Great
well protected. Good defending, West Ham. Much better.
Go on.
That's another fucking foul.
Jesse!
Let's go for it.
Come on across the halfway line.
West Ham.
He's on the attack.
Go on, Jesse. Go on, Jesse. Run him. Run.
Ball through to Fornals.
Oh, fucking hell. Take the ball with you, mate.
Oh, come on. Handball, ref. No. Werner. Chelsea on the ball. Mason Mount.
So what minute are we saying the first sub's going to happen? I'm still saying it's going to be like the 70th, 75th.
It can't. It's too late. It's too late. It's got to happen. I agree with a lot of what people saying.
The thing is, we're playing well though.
We are playing all right, but we need someone to penetrate. We really do.
Oh yeah.
Chelsea on the ball, out to the left. Come on, West Ham. We are right in this. We really are.
Fredericks. Well done, Fredericks. Yeah. Tommy Soucek. Straight to Kante.
Pulisic down.
Shoots from distance. Fabianski.
Oh, what a save. What a save.
Well done. Great save.
Well done, Fabianski. What a save. What a save. That was going in, lads.
Good save.
Brilliant save. And well recovered as well.
Yeah, he spilled it again.
Come on, West Ham. Press.
Come on, West Ham. We need a few shots on target as well at West Ham. We've had a lot of we've had decent play. We need some shots on target.
Benrahma,
got Yarmolenko, Lanzini, Benrahma. Some of them need to be given the nod, surely.
But who'd you bring off then?
Well, I'd go with what was mentioned earlier. Noble, not that he's done anything wrong, don't get me wrong. Put Fornals in the middle alongside Soucek and bring Benrahma on. Have him run at him. Run at the Chelsea, you know. They do not look like a good side, Chelsea, do they? You know?
Defensively, no. Going forward, they do. They've got quality going forward. But no, at the back, they are not settled.
Pulisic, the middle of the park for Chelsea. Skips around quite a few West Ham players. Feeds in Kante. Goes out wide. Back to Kante. Chelsea still on the attack down right hand side. Well done, Fredericks. Good
Well
tackle.
played. Well played.
Chelsea throw in.
God, I mean, I've got to agree with everyone that says it in the chat. The sub is it's not happening quick enough. It's not happening quick enough.
It's Moyes, isn't it? And like Ant said, we're actually playing quite well. Moyes will see that and be like, oh, I don't want to change it.
Chelsea on the ball.
I agree that we need to do something.
Chelsea are
Bring the
playing it
ball
all
back.
the way
Go on,
back.
Jesse.
All
Go
the
on.
way back.
Press.
Chelsea's half.
Well done, Fredericks.
Well played, Fredericks. Won the ball back again.
Oh, nice.
Well
nice
played.
play.
Well
Go on,
played,
Souček.
Souček.
Go on, Tommy.
No,
Go on.
from Lingard. Oh, how unlucky was that?
Souček's
How
tried to
unlucky
through
was
ball
that?
to Jesse Lingard, and the Chelsea players interfered there and got rid of the ball.
Just not.
Kanté.
This is actually frustrating because
Rudiger.
they're not a good team. This is frustrating because Chelsea are not a good
You
team.
just can't get that final ball.
And they've slowed the game right down. They're playing it to
This is how they play.
yeah. Back passes, keeping it simple. They're inviting us on.
Do the up.
Come on, Moyes.
Lanzini and Ben
Make
Rama.
Double sub.
No,
Double sub.
Lanzini and Benrahma. So that's got to be Noble and
4 hours? No.
Possibly for nows, yeah.
or Noble and Bowen
Get
maybe.
rid of this. No, get rid of this, West Ham.
Oh.
Good save, Fabianski.
Another good
save,
save,
Fabianski.
Fabianski. Another good save.
Oh, what's he done, ref?
Hey!
He was
Right.
milking that, wasn't he? He was milking that Lingard. Make sure we got the free kick.
I said it earlier on, though. I said you don't tend to see one sub when it's this game has got penetration. Like you said, still you need penetration.
We
Bring
need
on two players that are capable of doing it.
And then now he's bringing 2 on. He's going to like.
He's got to go for
and
it.
you know what? 66, 67 minutes.
That's all right.
That's enough. That's all right. All right. Would have been nicer maybe 5-10 minutes earlier, but
Well, let's
you
hope
know,
the ball goes out soon so the subs can be made. Because if not, then we're going to be waiting a while. Fornals.
Oh.
Just took a little deflection. The up clearance header. West Ham player should be there to take that.
Oh, get
good.
up.
Good challenge, good challenge, good
tackle from
challenge.
the up. Go on, stay up. That's it. Play
fuck
on.
him. Play on.
Good ball through to Bowen. Nice touch from Bowen.
Good control. Good control. Good control.
What are you doing, ref? I hate that rule.
What?
It's pointless.
Fucking offside?
I hate it.
Bowen's offside. He played all that time. Just put the
I
flag
hate
up.
it.
Come
It's
on.
pointless. I hate it.
So, who's the first number?
Who's coming off?
Fornals. Number 18.
Fornals, yeah.
Fornals off.
Well
They're
done,
looking at
Forney.
Noble.
And Noble off.
Fornals and Noble.
Now
Yeah, I
that is.
Well, why?
odd.
Why though? I mean, he's got to go for it, mate. He's got to go for it.
But
That is
that's
ballsy.
taking your midfield out
It doesn't,
completely.
mate, it doesn't matter because we're 1-0 down with 20 minutes to go. We need to get something from this game.
Ballsy,
We're
boys.
losing as
Tell
it
you what,
is.
Fair play.
Yeah, this is everything that
Fair
all
play,
the fans
boys.
have been calling for. Let's see what happens.
That is.
Well done, Marky boy.
What do you reckon? Lanzini's going to sit in alongside Souček?
It would be the more obvious.
Benrahma in beside.
Lanzini playing deep, yeah.
And do you think
And-
you'll see Benrahma, Lingard, and
Ben Rama,
Bowen?
number 10. Yeah.
It's ambitious, but fair play.
Yeah,
People have been
there you
asking
go.
for it. Fair
You
play.
You've got Bowen, Benrahma, Lingard up top, Lanzini just in beside Souček.
Yeah, Lanzini's going to play alongside Souček.
Like,
Come
deep
on,
line-
West
deep,
Ham!
deep line
Wow.
playmaker.
Look up, Oggy. Look up, mate.
Oggy.
Oh,
Sorry, got rid of
lucky there.
Right, we're gonna go Lanzini. Go on, son.
We need a
Driving
game from you,
forward.
Lanzini. We need
Nice
to
play
see
from
what
him
you're
and
made of.
Lingard.
Lingard
Lanzini.
might wake up here as well with having flair
He's
players
doing
around
Lanzini.
him now.
Diop, Fabianski. Fabianski hoofs the ball forwards. Jared Bowen. Rudiger wins it.
That's it. Bring it down, Oggy.
That's it. All
Got time.
Don't
You've
get
got
caught.
time. Don't.
There you
Yeah.
go.
play it. I'll do. Lingard.
That's it.
Halfway
That's
line.
it. That's it.
Benrahma's dropping in deep to find the ball. Lingard's still got a hold of it. Goes it
Come
wide.
on,
Fredericks.
Stan,
Benrahma's on the touch.
We've got flair players on
That's
now.
it.
Let's move that ball
Nice
faster.
play. Nice
A
play.
lot faster.
Lanzini out wide right. That's it. Balbuena out wide to Sufal. Cuts
Here we
inside
go,
to
West Ham.
Suchek. Lanzini
Yeah, we're control. You know, we've got control of the game.
out wide to
We've
Sufal.
got to make use of it. We've got to make some. So Bowen's gone out wide.
Go on, Lingard. Go on, son. Oh, Lingard, you played a
Lingard,
terrible ball.
come on,
He's gone up.
mate.
Go on, Fredericks! Go on!
Fredericks.
Get it.
Oh, nice play from Fredericks, though.
You see
Tackle
why
from the
Fredericks
Chelsea
is
player.
playing, don't you? You can
Yep.
see why Fredericks is playing.
Oh, come on, West Ham, please. Come on.
What's he got the ball for? Isn't that a West Ham throw?
Nah, come on, Fredericks. Hit the inside of his foot when he tried to jump it.
Well done, Augie.
We're winning.
Lanzini.
We're,
Well
you
done.
know,
Great play from
great
Lanzini.
play. Go
Go
on,
on,
make
Suchek.
it.
Go on. Someone make a lap and run. Go on, overlap and run. Go on. Sufal's on the ball. Cuts inside to Benrahma. He does well. Keeps hold of it. Into Lanzini in the middle of the park. Lingard. Left to Fredericks. Great play from West Ham. Fredericks inside the box. Tries the 1-2 with Lanzini. He's blocked.
Oh, you're never going to get that.
Yes,
I was unlucky.
Tina.
That was good play, West
And
Ham.
Rama is on.
That was good play, West Ham.
He got blocked.
Yeah, you're never going to get that. They literally ran into each other.
Well played, West Ham. We're getting every ball at the moment. It's all. We're on top in this game. We just need to get that chance in. We just need to get that goal. Benrahma on the ball. Out wide to Sufal. Back to Sochek. Into Lanzini. We don't miss Dawson, Cyber. But anyway.
You know what? I don't think we have really. But then
No, I don't think
would
we
say
have.
that
That's a poor ball, Lanzini. You've been brought on to create. Yeah,
much
we
like
haven't
most
missed
of the season,
Sorry.
players have stepped up when they've come in.
You've got
It's
two
not a
ways you
dig at
can take that.
Dawson.
Yeah, but you've got two ways of taking it. We haven't missed them, but we haven't. Every central defender so far this season has stepped up. So it's not a disrespect to Dawson.
I think Balbuena's had a decent game today.
Yeah,
I think Balbuena's had a decent game. Diop has settled at left side, where he worried me in the first half, and Oggy has been just masterclass as always.
Go on, Benrahma. Nice play. Oh, unlucky. Lingard still got it. Oh, he's dispossessed. Oh, Lingard! Kept his foot in. He's going to get a booking for that.
Chelsea making
Great,
sub.
isn't
Ziyech coming on for, I didn't see the number. So it's not Mount, so I guess must be Pulisic.
Oh, that clock is ticking down too fast for my liking.
It's amazing that when we're winning, it goes so slow. And as soon as you're chasing a game,
Hurry him up off! Tell him to fucking hurry up! Come on, West Ham. Sochek. Ooh. Back pass to
we'll win that West Ham.
Fabianski.
Good header,
On a header out. Who's in the middle there? Won by.
Go on, man.
That's
a foul.
decent. That's a foul. That's a foul.
We'll play Lanzini.
Oh God, Jesus! You know, lads, I thought fighting relegation was
Stressful.
Stressful, but this is like it's equally as.
Yeah.
Equally as. Good ball. West Ham throw. Sofal's lost the ball. Out to Ziyech. Back. Kante. Come on, West Ham. Crowd him out. That was a loose ball. That was lucky. That was very lucky.
Oh,
Go
unlucky.
on, Freddie.
Unlucky,
Unlucky.
That's
Well
better.
challenged down. Unlucky. Well played, Oggy. Go on, Diop. Diop. Oh,
that's a poor
go on.
pass.
Oh,
That's it, West Ham. Keep the pressure on.
that's what we've got to do. Go on. Hassle, West Ham. We've got to really take it to them now, West Ham United. 15 minutes left.
Him.
Cyber.
Go on, pressure him. There you go.
West Ham throw.
Yeah, they really are slowing the game down, though, aren't they, Chelsea?
They are. Is that another Chelsea throw? I thought it was a West Ham throw.
No.
15 minutes left plus added time, people. West Ham United 0. Chelsea 1. Come on, West Ham. Even a point out of this now would be good. Ball being played at the back. Chelsea.
Still
Aspilicueta
pressuring.
being pressurised. Well won there, Diop. Oh, I'm glad you didn't connect there, Oggy. I'm glad you didn't connect.
Come on, West Ham.
Glad he didn't connect. Come on, Benny. Show. You know, people want you playing, mate. You got to start showing what you can do. Really true, Daniela. Chelsea have still got Man City, Leicester, and Arsenal to play, plus 2 cups. Good point. Good point. West Ham on the Chelsea on the break. Werner in.
It's all right. We've got men back now. Just handle this.
Oh, that's.
Oh, well done.
Well played.
Oh, come on, ref. Oh, he's still got the ball.
Ref,
So play
he's in his
advantage.
back again,
Play
ref.
advantage. Jesse Lingard shouting to the linesman. Oh, he's come on.
Oh, Jesus.
Track back. What is that Chelsea player doing? What? I mean, we're lucky he's just made an absolute idiotic decision. Was that Werner? What is he doing?
Werner. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
you know,
back.
the only time you wanted him to miss, and he didn't.
Who's down on the floor?
Don't know, but it weren't a foul. That weren't a foul.
I don't know.
Mate,
He kicked the ball away. Kicked the
It's
ball.
not a foul. It's
not his fault where his foot landed.
No, but
it's not that. It's no way that's a foul.
It's not as if he went for it.
He's never went
not
for
as
it.
if he
The
went
player's
for the
gone in
foul.
to intercept. That's an absolute. That's not a VAR. If that is
leave off. What's
Yeah,
VAR doing looking at that?
It's not even a tackle.
What is VAR
What is
doing
he
looking at
supposed
that?
to do? What is he supposed to do? I swear. They do. I swear to God, if they do anything here, it's not a red card.
Oh my God!
There's nothing he can do.
Nothing he can do about that.
commentators are saying
the longer they look at it, the worse it gets. Like,
The commentators are saying it though. It doesn't. It's not. He's kicked the. He's not even looking at the player. He's kicked
I'm
the
not saying the
ball.
worse it gets, as in it looks bad. But what I mean is, in like the longer they look at it, the more likely they're going to say, "Do you want to come have a look at this?"
Oh no way, people! If he gets red carded for that,
But the longer this goes on,
commentators are saying absolutely don't even know why they're taking so long looking at this. Nothing they can
They're
do.
going to have a look. They call him over. Look, they're going to have a look now.
No way. No. What?
It's entirely accidental. But
Mate, yeah, but he
cannot be red carded.
Balbuena has got the ball and has literally, he's not even looking at the player. Balbuena has got the ball and has kicked the ball as a clearance. Chilwell has came over, and as Balbuena has kicked it, his leading foot has then landed on Chilwell's back calf. You can even see his eyes. His eyes aren't even looking at the player. He's kicked the ball. Oh, it just drives me insane that they're doing this.
You cannot red card him for that.
He's going to send him off.
Tell
isn't
me he's not going to send him off.
He's gone. He's on the VAR sign. He's gone.
Oh, I don't
That
believe
is
it.
awful.
I don't believe it.
That is
That is
beyond
awful.
embarrassing.
That is fucking disgraceful. I'm sorry. That is awful. Awful. Awful.
That is beyond embarrassing.
That is absolutely disgusting. That is disgusting. I can't stand this. It's absolutely disgusting. How can you
no point has he looked at
physically?
the player.
Doesn't matter.
No point has he looked at the player.
Absolutely.
Just clear the ball.
That is one
He's
of the
cleared the ball
worst.
and Chilwell's closing down.
One of the worst refereeing decisions I have ever saw. VAR is a mockery. It's been made a mockery. It's a total and utter joke. That referee is a joke. It's a joke. A total despicable decision. Despicable decision. Favouring the greedy six. I couldn't give two shits. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
It's embarrassing. He's literally cleared the ball.
He has cleared the ball and been sent off by being cleared.
Chilwell, sorry.
Wow. Well done, referee. You're a good referee, you idiot. You're a good referee, aren't you? Well done, mate. Well done. You go get a little cheeky bonus for giving a red card for no absolute reason. Even the commentators, what am I watching? What is this? No contact.
Balbuena has cleared the ball down the line. Chilwell was closing down. From raising his foot to clear the ball, he's kicked the back of... He has gone studs first into the back of Chilwell's thigh. Because Chilwell has closed him down when he's cleared the ball, and they've sent him off. What's worse is that VAR's said, "Oh, come have a look at it," but the ref's still then gone. Right, you're going off. Right, last sub. Ben Johnson's on for Fredericks. Basically a flat back four now. Johnson playing left back.
Football is dead. Words and pictures. Football is dead, mate. After that decision, I'm sorry. I'm totally... I don't know. I think that's... Mate, I think that, in my opinion, is the worst decision out of every single VAR I've seen. I'm sorry. I don't know if... well, I'm not even sorry. That is... I have not seen a VAR decision. Look who's on the sidelines. Dean, you idiot. You're all idiots. How can that... It's a total and utter joke. A total and utter joke. Total and utter... That is the...
Cheated, lads.
That is the worst.
Cheating.
That's the worst decision I've ever saw.
That is
ever.
fucking
Ever.
cheating.
I've never saw any other decision like that.
Fucking cheating. Bang out of order. That. Bang out of order. Bang out of order.
What's he? What? I can't, do you know what? See his report. What are you going to say? Balbuena clears the ball and doesn't know the player's coming in. The players, do you know what, Still, Matt, that's like you punching the air in delight for celebrating, and I've just put my head over the top of your hand. Oh, do you know what I mean? Like, what are they talking?
Well, it's not the first time I've seen, is it? That was it's almost like Souček's when Mike Dean sent him off against Fulham.
That red card will be rescinded, but it's damage done.
Yeah.
Damage done.
Awful.
I don't know if it will be rescinded.
Damage
They'll
fucking
probably say
done.
it's violent conduct.
No, they won't.
Can't be violent conduct.
That'll be
It's
looked
not-
at, and that'll be rescinded.
That's got to be. I think that's worse. I think that's the worst VAR decision. I think that's worse than Suchek.
How's he given
That's
that a
just
red
killed
card?
the game.
Just killed the game.
What goes through the guy's head though? Is he even? Does he understand football? He obviously doesn't understand football. I don't understand. I don't get it.
He actually gets a second look at it on the TV. You can see at no point does Balbuena even know he's there. He's got his eyes on the ball, and he puts his foot through the ball to clear it down the line. It's a nothing clearance.
But the point is, you can't kick the ball any other way. There's no physical way Balbuena could have kicked that ball any other way. So he's been sent off for clearing a ball. That's what I don't understand. He's cleared the ball. There's no.
That's
outrageous, lads. That's outrageous, lads. We've just what is going through his head? What did he see that nobody else saw?
Do you know what he saw? Do you know what the referee saw?
He
saw pound signs, mate. He's been paid.
He saw the foot. He saw
get lost, Asperqualetta, whatever your chop says. Get lost, idiot.
They're moaning at him for time wasting, which he was, and the ref actually said it as well.
Christensen should have had 2 yellows. Didn't get them.
Of course he didn't.
Whereas last week, the Dawson one, you say it was a red card. This one, you cannot say.
No. Dawson, I think, was lucky on one of them. He didn't get a straight red.
Dawson steps back into the team next week. I mean, oh my gosh, what have I witnessed? The
FA makes sure that West Ham don't get the top 4.
Yeah, that is guaranteed. West Ham don't get in the top 4. Guaranteed.
Because they don't want other teams upsetting the boat,
Guaranteed.
They've seen the Big Six threatens to go away, so now they've got to make sure they do everything they can to keep the Big Six happy.
That has got to be, lads. It's got to go beyond, just this game. That has got to be questioned from the highest. Who's Johnson come on for?
Fredericks.
Why?
He's flat back 4 now. Fredericks ain't a left back. He can play left wing back. He can't play left back.
Right. Listen, I'm sorry. I know we're still going. I'm not even sorry. We're still going on about it. What can Balbuena do differently?
Nothing.
Not pass the ball.
Absolutely nothing he could have done.
Nothing. So that's what I don't understand is I'm not a qualified referee. I've watched football for years, as we all have. Why is the referee not asking that question to himself? It's as if it genuinely is as if
it's what Matt
they've
said.
gone to that.
It's what
but they've
Matt
gone over
said,
there
because it's been it kept being shown and taking forever. And you know damn well when that happens with VAR, it ain't going to be good.
Yeah, but what's the wait. What's the question he should be asking himself? The question should be: can he do anything else in that situation? No.
Nothing.
Did he intentionally tackle that guy? No. What else can he do? Nothing. But what he's actually asked himself when he went over there was, should I give him a red card?
Yeah.
That's all he's asked himself. Is that, I think there's a red card here. Can I not give a red card for this? And that's the wrong way to referee. I'm not a referee. I'm not qualified in it. But it's absolute common sense. It's one of the worst decisions. Worse than any decision I've saw in VAR. I'm sorry it is. It's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Can't stand it. I'm so angry. I am so angry.
Bringing on all those attacking players, it's nullified it. Completely nullified it. Because we've now disadvantaged with being a man down. It's wrong, lads. It's wrong. It is wrong. I feel really, VAR is the worst decision on football ever. It's an outrage that's been allowed.
And if anyone's asking, the game's dead because that referee's an idiot and has killed the game.
Go
on, Ben Rama.
Yeah.
Go on.
I can't believe that.
Ugh.
Cyber, you know, that it gave us one goal. Cyber, you know, what started to happen again, VAR is starting to come against us yet again because we're so close to the top 4. I can't help it. I can't help it. You know, 5 minutes at a
5
time.
minutes. That's what the commentators are saying. 4 minutes of that was watching the replay of that in VAR. Disgusting. Idiots.
Kick
Absolute
them.
idiots.
Fucking kick them. We might as well get another fucking red card for this. Just fucking kick them all over the park. Just like they've been doing to us. Oh, lads. Jesus Christ.
Goes for Chelsea corner.
Exactly right, Stephen. What is the point of VAR if it means that the referee gets the decision wrong? What is the point of it?
VAR, like, for anyone
Yeah,
that's
but
joined us,
VAR's the one that
VAR
says
has
it.
sent off a player today for kicking the ball. That is the only way I can describe it. Balbuena has been sent off for kicking the ball. That is it. That is it. Balbuena's been sent off for kicking the ball. I've never
Literally.
heard anything so simpler.
999,999 times out of a million, that's a foul the other way. Because Balbuena's cleared the ball.
It's not a foul anyway.
Chilwell closed him down. That's what it is.
But what
Chilwell's
was that?
closed down
That was
the
a
man
fucking
late.
free kick.
But it's a foul if there's any form of intention. Like Balbuena, he has cleared the ball, and as his foot's travelling down to go to the ground, Chilwell's put his leg there. There's literally, I can't explain. Like, there's no other way. It's honestly the only other way I could
Oh, Benny
describe
boy,
it.
shit.
The only way I can describe it. The only other way I can describe it. I'm using just weird analogies here, but if you're in a game and you're celebrating, you've jumped up and you're celebrating like that, and it's as if I've jumped up with you and put my head in where your fist is going. I mean, your natural reaction. It's just your natural reaction. It's just. Look, there's another one. Look,
There's
send
another
him
one.
off then.
Should he be
Send
sent off
him
for that?
then, you
Send him
idiot.
off.
Should he be sent off for that? They're going to
Send
VAR
him
that
off
as well. I fucking
Look,
love to see them
everyone's
fucking
scared.
try. Get up, you
difference?
cunt!
You know what?
What's the difference?
The
What's the
fucking
difference?
commentators have just said it's identical, and it is. So send them off. Go to VAR. Are you booking him?
He's
Idiot.
booked the Chelsea player. I mean, how
People
mad
are
is
fine,
that?
It's so inconsistent.
How mad
It's
is
an
that?
absolute joke.
It's the same foul. That's the same foul.
Idiots. Exactly. Carbon copy foul from Sufal. Not even
My
a foul.
apologies for my swearing, by the way.
Yeah,
Not even a foul.
yeah, sorry.
They didn't even give the foul, did he?
No.
No, he
What's the
booked the
difference?
player for time wasting. He
And
booked the
out-
Chelsea player for time wasting. That's the irony.
What are you doing? Go and check your bloody
Mate,
stupid
you need to
watch.
check your life
Idiot.
out, mate. You outrage. Absolute bloody outrage.
The referees don't have a clue what they're doing. They do
No.
not have a clue what they're doing.
He's lost his head now. He's lost his head.
Yeah, he's gone.
And you can see it, can't you? He looks worried.
He knows
as a
he's made a
referee.
mistake.
He knows he's
Yeah.
made a mistake.
Oh, well done, ref. Idiot.
Who's he booked now? He's giving cards out at will because he doesn't know what to do. Giving cards out at will.
Literally 45 seconds left. West Ham free kick. So, I'm so angry with that. I'm so angry. Lingard, Manzini, Johnson.
That's it. Game over, lads.
Go on, Fabian.
Get it up there. Get it up there. Get it up there.
Go on,
Get it up
Fabi.
there.
Oh, so we're going to go out for a throw in. That's it. Has Abraham missed that open goal?
Full time. 0-0, 1-0. A hard-earned 3 points, the commentators say. I think it was a cheated 3 points in my mind, but let's not worry about having a sending off. Go up to that referee and give him hell, Moyes. Go up to that referee and give him hell. I can't believe you haven't had a go at him. Have a bloody go at him. You can't take that, David Moyes, just going and shaking his hand. Should have had a right go at him. It ain't over, lads. It ain't over. We've still got 5 games to go. It ain't over, you know. But that referee, he needs to take a long, hard look at himself. I apologise for my swearing, people. I've said a few choice words that I shouldn't have done online, so I apologise.
Do you know what? I've got a picture here, right, that really sums up exactly. I mean, actually, I'm going to put the picture up on the review. I'm just going to set up the review, lads.
All right. Sorry, I'm a bit lost for words.
Yeah, I'm the same as well, to be honest.
Let's have a look at some comments. Where are we? Anthos, hello, mate. I hope you're well. Forget the ref decision. Not good enough today, but we knew we had to win. Showed no attacking intent. I just wonder, you know, because we didn't play that badly, did we, Matt? It's just that we didn't have an awful lot of attacking intent.
Even at the end, we were doing really well, and that card killed it.
Yeah, totally killed it. John Kedwood, this game was always going to be difficult. I had no expectations with our injuries. It was a free hit. Perhaps, mate. Perhaps, yeah. Bernie, the West Ham changes was right to make, but we are now up against it. As it's a 1-0 defeat, we should be beating a team like Chelsea, as they're not a good team at all. I totally agree. We've been mugged. They are an average-looking Chelsea side, Matt. Don't you think? Nothing great about them at all.
No, they were
nothing great about them.
I mean, they could have, you could argue maybe they got 1-0 on Tuesday, but they done the things we didn't do. We had 2 great counter-attacks in the first half. We were running straight at their back line. They just took Jesse Lingard out.
They're showing the penalty again, Matt. That was a penalty, Matt. That was going in.
They took Lingard out. When we had the chance to take Werner out for that first goal, we didn't do it.
Peter Chapman, 2 right Stelios, launched one on the Chelsea players out of the stadium. I wish we had. And then at least we'd have deserved a red card. Stephen Fairman, same old for us. Gutting, that is. Michael, what do you expect with all our injuries? I got to be honest, Matt. Our injuries, yeah, I mean, we do miss the likes of Declan and people like that. But in all fairness, players have come in and they've done their bit, haven't they?
I thought Babina had a good game. We stepped in. I thought we'd done all right.
Babina's had a good game.
I think we were just lacking that final ball at times. No.
Yeah.
I think no one had a great game. I don't think anyone had a bad game. But
Tommy, we've been mugged, mate. I feel it. I totally agree. And look, they're showing the record. How has he come to that decision? How has he come to that decision? How has he come to that decision? And then it showed the next one, Sufal, same thing. And then instead, Rudiger gets booked for time wasting. Exactly the same situation.
Yep.
So WMP, 2 games, 2 players sent off by cheating decisions. Well, I've got to be honest, WMP. Dawson deserved to get sent off last week.
Yeah.
But Balbuena, absolutely
Dawson
not.
was lucky he didn't get a straight red, I think, for one of them.
Yeah, I agree. GP, we have an easy run of fixtures. We don't need any more players sent off. Apart from Everton, I think I thought today was a game that we're going to win.
Yeah, but Everton, to be fair, Chelsea have been pretty good recently. I know Everton won the other night, but even then they were poor.
Yeah.
And didn't actually score. Arsenal scored an own goal.
Yanka, the problem is, why in hell are they reviewing it in slow-mo? Everything looks bad in slow-mo. That is so true. That is so true. It looks twice as bad in slow motion as it does in a normal pace. Quattro, is there a relegation for refs? He should be in that National League. Well, when they do look at that and they realise that he's made a big mistake, referees can actually be dropped a League or 2. Is that correct? You know, so they don't ref a Premier League game.
He could put to the Championship game next week or whatever. Or they won't though. They won't punish him. They'll stick by him. Fresh
fielder, Sean. That's why Ben Rama doesn't start, and I think you're alluding to the shot he had, which was way off target. GP, it happened to us with Liverpool last season. Yeah, they're talking about. Just give me a second, because they're talking about the sending off. Where's he supposed to put his leg? What's he supposed to do? Fly? Yeah. Yeah. So he's saying that Balbuena, he kicked the ball away and Chilwell's leg was there. It's not as if Balbuena aimed for his leg or anything like that. It wasn't even a tackle. It was a boot away. It was a kick away. And so what is Balbuena meant to do?
He didn't even see he was there, did he?
Yeah.
He literally just cleared the ball and Chilwell ran into him.
Unbelievable. Stephen Fairman, still, if we win our last games, we could still finish 4th. Fingers crossed. We absolutely can, mate. We're still in it. We're still in it. You know, we're 3 ahead of Liverpool, same number of games. Even Spurs can't catch. I think they might have a game in hand. Even they can't catch us up. So it is still between us and Chelsea. They're 3 points ahead of us, but they do have some tough games coming up. They don't look great side, Chelsea, to me. So I don't think
Man City,
Leicester, they got to play.
Yeah.
So yeah, WMP, you're livid. If you see from my swearing, mate, I'm absolutely gutted. I'm gutted that West Ham lost. You know, we're always gutted when West Ham lose, but you know, lose because you deserve to lose, not because silly decisions go against you. I think that's the that's the thing that sort of that hurts more.
Well, mate, it's all going. Everyone, like, the refs getting absolutely slated everywhere,
sure. And rightly so.
Media.
Rightly so. Rightly so.
Like, Gary Lineker was like, "What are you supposed to do?"
Exactly. Rightly so.
He got professional footballers kicking the ball
because that ruined our any ability. We had momentum and it killed it. Yeah. Daniela, just need to ban the use of slow motion. It should be at real time. Totally agree. WMP, the ref lost his head. Absolutely, because he started handing out yellow cards as if,
Yeah.
Graham Lindsay, now he's booking anyone. Yeah, exactly. That was the final moments of the game. You could see in his eyes, couldn't you? Yeah. After the sending off, you can see in the ref's eyes, he looked a little bit lost, didn't he?
He hasn't had a look. I'm sorry. They've said this so many times this year, and I think it's only been about 2 or 3 times the whole season. VAR doesn't send him over there to say, go look at the
Send them off.
screen for 2 minutes and send him off.
Yeah.
VAR says, I don't think you've seen this angle.
Matt, let me ask you a question. Why is VAR even looking at that? VAR should have immediately said, yeah, no. Well, what about the handball? Why is it that the referee didn't go to the screen to look at that? And
They didn't tell him to.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. That means the people that are controlling VAR, they themselves believe.
The people that
but then he's got to make that decision, hasn't he? He's got to turn around and go, no, it's not a book. It's not.
They've said half the time this season, the people in the VAR room aren't even refs. The people that have never refed a game. You know, the fact is you need at least, it's a 3-man panel in a VAR room. You need at least one former referee and 2 former players for every game.
Yeah, agreed.
So
they must have thought themselves in the VAR room that was a booking or sending off.
What they've said, what would happen is he's not seen it at all. Because don't forget they're talking, right? And they would have seen, have you seen the coming together between Balbuena and Chilwell when he cleared the ball? And the ref's gone, no. And they go, well, there's contact there. It's slightly high. It's with the studs. Do you want to go and have a look at it? That's all it is. But that doesn't mean he has to send him off.
So what happened with...
Neville and Jamie Carragher spoke about this so many times this season. VAR just to say, you haven't seen this. We recommend you have a look and then you make your decision.
Yeah.
It isn't.
And so why then did VAR not get them to look at Sofal, who did just the same 2 minutes later?
Because they're crap. Because look, the problem is, and people have done at VAR,
wrong.
The difference is, when they brought in goal line technology, that is literally, apart from that one time last season when they didn't switch it on, it is infallible. It's black and white. It is. Is it a goal or
James
not?
Bong, this is why English refs aren't invited to major tournaments. Absolutely incompetent.
Yeah.
But VAR needs to go. VAR needs to go.
They need to get people capable of actually in the VAR room. Rather than putting one ref in the room with 2 people that have never refed a game, that just work analysis and statistics and whatever, you need to get former professional players in there. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of guys that are doing coaching badges or doing punditry that aren't picked every week that could step up and say, we're going to pay you to go to Stockley Park for a day once a month and you're going to watch all the games and do... Because don't forget, they're not at the stadium. They're God knows where off. Stockley Park sitting in a VAR room with like loads of TVs. You need to get former players in there. Because if you had a former ref and 2 former players, they wouldn't have given that. They
wouldn't have even looked at that.
No. They wouldn't have even looked at that. VAR wouldn't have referred it. Would have just carried on.
Yeah. Arturo, if Moyes continues to play defensive, we will lose all our next games. Noble should not be in the lineup. Quattro, what a disgraceful way to lose. Peter's not happy. Thank you, Gary. I did swear. I used a really bad word, and I apologise for that.
Sorry, I was just picking that up.
Father Snowman, we need to use the Australian VAR where you hear the conversation on air. What a good comment that is. Yeah. So we can hear why they believe it's an offence. Yeah. Scott, everyone in here knows that even with this loss, we have a very good chance of top 4, right? We only play teams below us from here on in. Good shout, Scott. Good shout. Anil, can't say how disappointed I feel. I feel cheated of a penalty, absolutely, and a sending off, absolutely. Because for me, if they told him to go and look at that Balbuena kick, they should have told him to go and look at the handball. That's what they should have done. Epic. The ref helped them win from the start, didn't card their players. Oh, and that was another thing. Christensen should have been on 2 yellow cards when he pulled our player down, when he pulled Lingard down, when we were on the break. And then straight after that, they went on and scored. Didn't give a penalty, gave Balbuena the worst red card I've ever seen. That'll be rescinded without a shadow of a doubt. That'll be
Chelsea
rescinded.
have still got stupidly. They've got a horrible set of fixtures left. They got an easy game next week. They got Fulham, right? That's either side of the Real Madrid game. So that ain't going to be, they're going to probably rotate for that Fulham game. Fulham's still up for it. Fulham are still sort of hanging in there fighting. Their last 4 Premier League games, they got to go to Man City. They got Arsenal at home. They got Leicester at home.
They've not got an easy run in. I think it's all to play for. I think it's all to play for.
It is all to play
Scott,
for.
Moyes doesn't embarrass people. He knows that it will be rescinded and the ref has to own it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Long dart, we were robbed, but it's all to play for. Totally agree. Quattro, what a cheap win. Caden, no worries. Mark Thomas, card will be rescinded, but what good is that now? That's the thing. Damage is done. Damage is done. Thank you, Joan. I used the word I shouldn't have used online, but thank you.
Someone else said, it's not, where is it? I can't remember the comment was. It was like, it's, there, Arturo, we didn't lose because of VAR.
No, we didn't lose because of VAR. Don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming VAR for the defeat.
No,
as you said, mate, it killed the game. We had the momentum.
We were momentum.
Exactly.
And they were 6 and 7s at the back. We were going at them.
Exactly. And we were going at them. We were going at them. Anthos, sorry, at a time when we know we have to win, putting a poor performance like that, so be it. It wasn't the great. I admit it wasn't the greatest of performances. I do admit that. Father Snowman Perez has said that they cannot leave the ESL due to binding. Forget all that, mate. I don't care about Chelsea
anyway.
or the ESL. Really don't care. Now, after today's incident, now I want them to all be docked points this season. I don't want to wait for next season. I want it to be docked points this season because I think we've just been cheated out of 3 points, to be honest with you. I really do.
As I said, the ESL haven't got any money now
robbed,
anyway.
Corrupt FA by Hammer. Sorry, mate.
So the ESL haven't got any money left now anyway.
Yeah.
Because JP Morgan pulled out.
They have.
they were like, we didn't realise what was going to happen. We don't want any of that. Do you know their stock price dropped, didn't it?
Good.
JP Morgan. Do they have stocks in America? They have an assessment of how stable your company is. And because of all the backlash, JP Morgan's stability rating dropped, so their stock prices dropped.
Good.
So they pulled out of it.
Good. I don't care. Let them all lose money. DMH, injuries have taken their toll. We miss rides badly. It's something about up front, though, isn't it? It's more about up front than it is about the midfield.
We need a focal point.
Mandy, missing Antonio, Jesse and Bone are number 10 players. They all gave 100%. Proud of them. Hornswasler, don't want Abraham. He's a Palace player at best. I'm inclined to agree with you. I don't really want Abraham either. I know, Arturo, we were losing before the red card, but it's what Matt said. We were on the ascendancy.
Look, we had a difference. It might not have made a difference.
It might not have made it, but now we will never know.
But we never know.
Now we'll never know.
No.
Scott, we should get 10 out of 12 of our last 5 games. Chelsea would be lucky to get 6.
On now?
All to play for. We're on 55 and they're on 58.
And they were talking on Sky, because I was sort of watching the background before the game, because I was watching all the games morning, and they were saying that last couple of years, 65 points is enough.
Made it.
Because I'm talking about the Liverpool game.
I reckon we're still gonna get there. Going live now. So let's just finish off with a couple more comments and join us on the live review. English Yardie, please tell me, why would any player want to play for the Big Six? It's a joke. These clubs hate smaller clubs. Not only do smaller clubs have to deal with the Big Six, but these refs and VAR as well. Absolutely. Mark Thomas, we're still in the mix. It wouldn't be West Ham if it didn't go down to the wire. That is very, very true. Faux injuries and a wonderful performance in January transfer window scuppered our Champions League dreams, and a woeful performance, I think you meant. No? We're going live, so please take your comments.
Been ironic.
Yeah, take your comments. Do join us. The link. We're coming straight out of this and going straight into the review. Anton is kicking it off, so we'll see you on the other side. Do join us. Do join us.